if they got into the tits and the mother and the milk.
Exactly. Geile Titten. Yeah. Well, yeah, but then he's like, eventually we'll get them onto buses, and then the buses all got... Yeah, you know. Hang on, I thought I was going to Birmingham. The Nazis are on meth in tanks. Out of it, raus! I'm very excited.
Blut!
Blut! I've been such a good boy.
I'm not an Eichmann-esque guy.
No, really?
You know, I think I'm much more of I'm an ideas guy, you know?
Yeah.
I don't run efficiently. I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm a spitballer. We all have friends who are Eichmanns. There's Eichmanns everywhere.
I'm just shouting, that's what I'm doing.
Well, you're Hitler.
And someone's trying to vaguely translate what I said. I'm a performer. I'm the one with the devil eyes that I get the masses in.
Dark charisma.
The dark charisma. And no one's really listening to what I'm saying. They're just seeing the movements, the ballet
I'm
of
sliding
Hitler.
a couple of lines in front of you and you're just like...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. He basically, his early life, you know, he gets sucked in to the devilish eyes of the Führer at an early age. He joins the Nazi party in, I think, 1933. So he must be, in his mid-20s?
Yeah, what I found interesting about him is that he wasn't even... I think the idea of a lot of these kind of really efficient Nazis is they're just kind of like these smart kind of machines efficiently. But he wasn't even that intelligent.
No.
He didn't do well at school. He was incredibly average. It's not like he was some...
I think he didn't even complete school.
Yeah,
he
was actually quite thick.
Yeah.
He just had like... His brain had a rare, very narrow intelligence.
Yes.
At admin. That he found later in life.
Well, no one has ever really been better at admin than this guy. And you can say the worst things that happened in history, which is the Holocaust, would not have happened had you been in charge of it.
They would love it if I was in charge.
The trains would be late. There'd be replacement buses. They would break down. You know, you need, in order to carry out this level of evil, you need some rock hard, solid competency.
Yeah, which is often missing from like great films about good and evil.
Because the thing is that like
you don't see the Eichmann of like with the orcs and Lord of the Rings. You don't have one of those guys.
But Hitler's like, he's like Jeff Bezos. He's like, I wanted to arrive the next day, and then some poor cunt's got to go fucking hell, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's build a big warehouse.
We also said this, so we have to
build a big warehouse, get them all in there. We won't pay them; they'll work till they're dead, and then you press a button, ordering some fucking milkshake powder.
Well, Pete often says, just tell me what you want,
and I'll get it done.
We'll see what we can do.
Exactly.
Because if you look at the high command of the Nazis, they're not these Aryan supermenches, ubermenches. A lot of them are just these really dweeby fucking...
Fat losers.
Fat losers.
I mean...
and Eichmann is an even loser within that group.
Yeah. They all kind of like bully him, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because you got... Who's the big fucker? The really big... Goering's big, isn't he? Is Goering the big fucker?
Big fat one.
Big fat one in the white one with the medals, who's the head of the Luftwaffe, even though there's no way he can get in a plane. So the Austrian Nazi Party gets outlawed in 1932, and so Eichmann flees to Germany, where he trained at Dachau in the SS. Dachau obviously later becomes pretty bad.
But as we said in the Rise of the Nazis series, at this point it is a fat camp.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's trying to lose weight. Trying to get them to bulk up. So I guess when you're looking at his defense later on. If he's leaving Austria because the party's been outlawed to move to somewhere else, how much is he a true believer? That's quite a damning early step that he makes.
It's a status. He finally has a bit of power and respect. He doesn't have anything else.
No, because he's got no mates.
Yeah,
he's thick.
But he puts on the big shiny uniform and he just feels powerful.
Yeah.
He can finally has people he can tell what to do.
Big collar, big hat.
It's everything to him.
So he gets transferred to the Sicherheitsdienst, which is the Nazi intelligence and security agency run by Reinhard Heydrich. There's some fucking... They're just great names as well. Reinhard Heydrich.
You're whacking them off.
They're just He's a bank manager, he's a postal clerk, he's a boring loser listening to Stephen Bartlett, thinking about how can I, do I get up at 4?
Yeah.
What happens if I get up at 4? Can I move even more Jews? So after the Anschluss...
Which we're very pro.
We are pro-Anschluss, as we said.
On the Rise of the Nazi series, we came out as being... they did a lot wrong, the Nazis. But
Many things wrong.
One thing we have no problems with was the Anschluss.
Germans and Austrians are basically the same.
To us, they are.
They're both slightly weird. They eat pork, cabbage. They love tits. and putting women in tit-forward dresses.
Yes, exactly.
Drinking pints.
Yeah.
They like laughing at things that aren't funny, and they eat cabbage. They're all the same.
And why are you guys pretending you're different? I don't know. Yeah.
Just fucking huddle up.
We said that if Hitler had just done the Anschluss, which is the Austria and Germany becoming one country,
If he'd stopped there,
brilliant.
we wouldn't be talking about him now.
No, it'd
Who
just
cares?
be another guy.
Oh, that guy had a good idea once.
Yeah.
I think there's a fascistic thing about Mutti, milk, strength, giving,
Yeah, the
nurturing.
arse
The arse. The arse
is
is not around. It's
the
not.
Bunda, that is not
Well, the Bundeswehr is the is the parliament, isn't it?
the Bundestag.
The big batty Bundeswehr.
The less white, the more it's about the arse. So if you're going to be
Yes.
the most pure,
Here we go.
kind of the tit is very like, if you're a racist white person,
So
love of
are
a
you
big
saying that
bunda,
it's a dog
big
with-
batty gal, that's as far away as you can
Yeah.
get.
Oh, this is a revelation.
Tits are fascist.
Are you
Bundes
saying
are
that it's
communist.
a dog whistle question to ask, are you a tits or an arse man?
Yeah, I do think
You're basically
so.
saying, are you left or right wing?
Well, it's me. It's the kind of it's the top room of a pub that you're doing secretly. Someone's trying to come in. You a tits or an arse man?
Yeah.
Tit man, come on in.
Come in then.
Did anyone follow
Yeah, because
you
I think the Germans they're not doing, now they're all arse.
Yeah.
The Berliners are all arse.
Yes,
that's
but
all they want.
they're trying to overcompensate. They're trying to pretend because they know if they got into the tits and the mother and the milk.
Exactly. Geilige Titten!
Yeah, because
Right,
it's
yeah.
it's Sound of Music. It's alpine. It's
lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all evoking this kind of
Because
like
the Bavarian dresses they're just tits.
Yeah.
It's like a shelf of
Mutti!
tits. Mutti! That's what all the Nazis are trying to create, this image of this big titted woman with steins.
it's on one end and like twerking and Notting Hill Carnival's at the other end.
Terrifying. Communist stuff. Dirty bottoms. The commies have got dirty bottoms. Notting Hill Carnival. Adolf Eichmann wouldn't have been seen dead at Notting Hill Carnival.
Instead it's Mutti.
He would have seen Notting Hill Carnival and gone, this is terribly organised. What are these poor people living in the
He
streets?
might have done, if you, because he's like a wind-up toy. If you'd got him to organise Notting Hill Carnival, it probably would have done a great job. If that was his, if he's just trying to organise the timings, he probably would have done a great job.
Well, yeah, but then he's like, and then she would get them on the buses, and then the buses all got. Yeah, it's where the train's going to. That's the problem. God, I mean, if he'd been in charge of the Elizabeth line, it would have been done quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
But the terminus would not have been Heathrow. So by the time the war starts, he's head civil servant. He's the logistics guy. He is trying to get the Jews to Madagascar or to Palestine.
Yeah.
He's in Hitler's he's the ideas man. He's Steve Jobs. He's saying, I want this, and then he's the poor fucker that's got to put the whole, that Bill Burr bit about how it's like, oh, was Steve Jobs that good?
Yeah.
And all he did was just shout, and then some poor fucker had to actually make the thing.
Yeah.
So Hitler's shouting, I want all the Jews to go away.
Yeah.
And he's the guy that's like putting your entire music library into a phone.
He's Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He's the other, exactly.
Right. Oh, exactly, right.
He's the other one.
So there'll be a big trial of Steve Wozniak at some point.
Yeah.
Right. So early years of the war, he's moving Jews around.
Right. But also he's making a lot of money because often when the Jewish people are forcibly removed from Germany or Austria, they are then forced loads of taxes on them, which is often everything they own. Yeah. And he's skimming crazy. He's skimming crazy off the top.
Is it a tax if it's everything you own?
Yeah. So it's just what you got. Let's have that. Now fuck off.
It's the most boring loser mate you have starts getting a bit of power.
Yeah.
They will commit the worst crimes.
Definitely.
Like if they have too much money, they're like,
right,
well.
The one who's been made fun of the most.
Exactly. It's exactly that. He was blatantly bullied a fuck ton, Eichmann. So he gets assigned to organise the deportation of 70 to 80,000 Jews from the Ostrava district in Moravia and Katowice, which is in Poland. So they invade Poland in 1939, and Poland just sort of collapses like a pudding because they don't have much of an army, really.
Yeah, it's true. There's a valiant fight, but
is there?
There is apparently.
Oh right, okay.
There's a very valiant fight, but they've got spears against tanks.
They've got spears and horses. The Nazis are on meth in tanks. Out the way, raus! They're not stopping. Blitzkrieg is they're up all night. That's what Blitzkrieg is. It's not like technology. It's speed. It's just speed warfare. It's like it's chemsex, but it's chemsex, but it's chem warfare.
Yeah,
That's what the Blitzkrieg is, right?
Yeah.
They're high on meth and they're storming into Poland. And when they get to Poland, they blow over the whatever 6 blokes with horses that are drinking Kanstatishki. That is their defense force.
Yeah.
And Eichmann is the guy that they're like, right, can you sort what the Jews are doing out in Poland? And at some point, they start ghettos. That becomes the policy.
Poland in the 1940s
bad
is
place to be.
maybe one of the worst places you could be ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's as bad as it gets anywhere, ever, pretty much.
Yeah. Because again, in the policy terms, the Germans have to the Jews at this point. It's so it starts as okay, but don't make any money. Then it's go over there. As soon as they occupy Poland, they're basically like, right, let's get all of them in. Let's consolidate everyone in. You'd say quite bad conditions. This is before Eichmann really gets going with trains.
Yeah.
As a young boy, I imagine he loves his train set.
Yeah, and they're thinking, this is this sweet.
What is this
He's
sweet
probably
boy?
be a train conductor
He's
one
going to be
day.
a train conductor one day. In a way, he will be.
But there's a cinematic nature to Eichmann in that kind of like... There's a lot of films follow that narrative, though. You open with an unextraordinary man who does something extraordinary.
Yeah. A little boy playing with a train in his woolen shorts.
The opening to the film, he's getting bullied. His teacher's saying you won't amount to anything.
Yeah.
It's really setting up... It normally goes the other way, but it does have that narrative of a man who found his calling,
Yeah, so he's playing with trains as a young boy, and then he's in the Nazi Party, and these two elements they're just there, and they haven't joined the dots yet.
Right.
Then the big thing is the Wannsee Conference,
right,
which is in January the 20th, 1942. This is just sort of suburb of Berlin, just outside, big house. Basically, all the boys get together. Hitler has invaded Russia, torn up the Nazi-Soviet pact, which, tacticians probably say that's his undoing, his great failure.
Hubris.
They're doing meth, so they're like, fuck it, let's just invade Russia. And then they go, it's wintertime.
Call the guy again.
I don't feel the cold. I'm pissed. I've got a beer jacket on. They're like, no, it's really cold. It's really cold. It doesn't matter what drugs you're on. It is very cold.
Chilly.
It doesn't work. They get stuck.
It's
chilly as heck. They get stuck. But what they've started doing on the Eastern Front is they've launched these thing called Einsatzgruppen. Now, am I in a WhatsApp thread called Einsatzgruppen? Maybe. But
we'll never know.
We'll never know. I won't be standing trial. I do not see this court as legitimate. I was abducted to be here. This isn't a legitimate trial. The Einsatzgruppen were essentially sort of roving death squads,
right?
Where soldiers would kind of just like they would just hunt Jews down in the woods and just sort of shoot them and put them in pits. So it was very kind of like in terms of the extermination of European Jews.
It was more cowboy-esque.
It's cowboy. It's free jazz. There's no.
Fine, yeah.
It's John Coltrane with a big saxophone.
Yeah, this is not the Eichmann. He's the
Eichmann's
opposite.
not in charge. Eichmann's
this
brought
has nothing
in.
to do with
Eichmann's
this.
brought in to stop the jazz.
Yeah.
And start the classical music.
Right.
So Einsatzgruppen they're sort of terrifying death squads, just sort of roving. They're from the SS.
The forests of Poland.
The forests of Poland and into Ukraine and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jews die this way, but you don't think of it.
No, I
didn't
know about this.
Formalized, industrialized slaughter.
But they're still doing old school.
Yeah, I mean, they were just like, they were just hunting people down.
They're still paying homage to the classics.
Yeah, there was an analog element to the murder as well, the Einsatzgruppen.
Yeah.
And so in January 42, the Einsatzgruppen's been going since they invaded. When do they invade Russia? It's in 41. It must be in the summer because they think they're going to do it. Yeah,
right.
They do it in June 41 because they think they're going to smash it.
Yeah.
And then it turns out Russia's very big.
Yep.
And they're absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
So they go, fuck, it's wintertime. We're freezing. We fuck this.
Which we'll do an episode on.
Which we'll do. I mean, we'll do Operation. We'll do Barbarossa. We'll do episodes on all of this.
Because Stalingrad's another one.
The podcast will end when we have talked about every possible thing that happened in World War II.
Yeah.
So in 1942, January, the Wannsee Conference, which is where all the big Nazi boys get together in a big house, and they're like, this is where the new policy is. It's not Madagascar.
Is Eichmann here?
Eichmann's taking the minutes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All the big boys are there.
Yeah.
Himmler, Goering, Hurler.
It's been changed to Hurler now.
Herstory, Himmler, he slash Himmler. Those are my pronouns. He slash Himmler. He Himmler. Heil Hitler. That's his pronouns. He Himmler. Heil Hitler.
He slash Heil Hitler.
Heil slash Hitler. I'm signing off my emails, Heil slash Hitler.
That was the problem with it.
Yeah.
Like, we're still doing Heil Hitlers, but it's like, he/Hitler.
He slash him. Well, if the Nazis if they'd won, and there was still this kind of woke era that we're living through now, that happened there, there would be like, it's actually Heil/Hitler.
Yeah.
The Wannsee Conference is where they decide to move from the kind of quite, let's say,
tame.
It's all bad. I don't need to caveat that. Yeah. This is all bad. I think this is all bad.
Yeah.
But it is historic.
This is rubbish.
This is rubbish behaviour. It's poor form. Yeah. It's not cricket.
It's not on.
It's not on. They're naughty boys, but they're called the Naughty Party.
Yeah.
Nazi is German for naughty, as we know. So what they do at Wannsee is this is where they introduce the term final solution. They go, none of this Madagascar shit, none of this free jazz modal shit on the Eastern Front.
Yeah.
We are going to build camps. We're going to get them. We're going to industrialize the slaughter. I want Amazon Prime Holocaust. I want it done, right?
Yeah.
And I imagine in my head, the Wannsee Conference is like, you know when Microsoft launched Windows 95. And then you've seen that video.
Yeah,
with the all dance.
It's that, isn't it?
I imagine it's that.
Then finally.
So that's Eichmann there.
Yeah.
These are the Nazi boys.
Yeah, there's
1942. There's Bill Gates. There's Hitler. There's dancing. The Stones are playing. Guys, we've got it. This is the future. Welcome to the future. This is Wannsee. This is what we're going to do. So 42 until late 44, this is when the trains start coming.
Yes.
And Eichmann is the train guy. He's Francis Bourgeois.
Yeah.
Wow! He's filling cattle cars with the Jews. So he's in charge of Jewish affairs in all the occupied territories.
Yes. He's learned Hebrew, by the way. He's studied Judaism.
Yeah.
He's really got into it. He's done his research.
Yeah. Because, and we'll get into Hungary later, but I listened to a thing where at one point he walks into the Budapest ghetto where all the Jews have been gathered, and he goes, "Do not worry, Jews. You have nothing to fear." But he launches by saying to them, "Hello, Jews. Nothing to worry about here." It's like, if I was referred to as my race en masse, saying nothing to worry about, I'd probably have suspicions.
Yeah, and it's just the cartoonish.
It's so cartoonish.
You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, that's why people are obsessed with the Nazis. Is they are just the archetype of cartoonish evil and villainy.
Yeah.
Hello, Jews. Nothing to fear here. Who likes trains? Daddy likes trains. We're going on a little train ride. Right.
You'll see.
You'll all see. Right. He's as this timeline says, the cold bureaucrat of genocide.
Yeah.
He's the implementation of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So, but also he's going on inspections of all the occupied territories, all the ghettos, all the camps, and all these places. He's got mistresses in every.
Oh, right.
He's got hoes in different area codes.
Right.
They've all got big tits. They've all got steins of beer.
Yeah.
Mama. He's also he's married to someone called Vera, who is important later. Yeah. And he has at this point, I think he has a son born in 1942. Oh, here you go. So Klaus is born in 36. Horst Adolf born in 1940, and Dieter's born in 42. Yeah. And Ricardo's born in 55. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So he has three German sons.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the model Aryan.
Yep.
But he's got mistresses in all these areas. And again, it's that thing of you saying about how the loser's becoming powerful.
Yeah.
He's suddenly drunk on the power. You know, whenever he goes to occupied territory, he gets in a fucking castle. He gets the hat on. He gets the cellars open, all the wine bottles. He's drinking it. He's fucking over. You know, he's got mistresses there. He's aware how bad this is.
Okay.
Much as he protests, he knows this is boo-boo.
And he's so focused on the entire eradication of the Jewish people.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
It's a numbers thing that he's.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that he's.
It'd be crazy to say
he's not done this by accident. This is a very deliberate, organised slaughter of people. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that he's very clever and calculating in that he's making sure he's not front and centre. He's not the poster boy for all this stuff. They invade Hungary, the Germans, and I think it's in March 44.
Surprisingly late.
Yeah, it was because they know the Soviets are coming and they're trying to.
Yeah, I don't know how Hungary avoided this for so long.
Well, they're part of the Soviet Union, and it's down. Hungary's down,
Right.
and they've been going up to try. Hitler wanted to get to Moscow,
Right.
so he went through Ukraine in the summer,
Yeah.
and then got into Russia when the winter hit, and he got fucked.
I think the Hungarian government were just chucking their Jews at the Nazis for ages.
I think they actually invited the Nazis in.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to clean that?
There's loads.
There's loads here.
So yeah.
So, but
Poor form from the Hungarians during the war.
Eichmann goes fucking apeshit in Hungary. He's like, this is where he goes.
And when you say apeshit,
yeah,
Eichmann goes fucking apeshit.
Yeah, Abacus is out. Yeah, he's just, he's doing. Yeah. Okay, it's not very cinematic, this bit. Him going apeshit is not. It's just more spreadsheets. But what he does in Hungary is that, bear in mind, I think there are a total of maybe 750,000 registered Jews. Is that the term? Registered
Jew? Sounds bad. It sounds like you're putting on the same level as sex offenders for some reason.
I'm not doing that. I'm using the language.
They have to tell everyone. They probably did have to tell everyone in their neighbourhood that they
using the language of the time. They had about
on the registered Jew list.
Yeah, but in Nazi-occupied Europe, you probably did have to go on a register.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's 750,000 Hungarian Jews, and Eichmann basically wants to get rid of them all in like double quick time. So what he does in Hungary, which I guess you can only do with the acquiescence of the Hungarian authorities.
If it's his football career, is this his prime years? Is him at his best?
Yeah, this is Zidane, 98, 02.
Right. So this is him, flow state.
Ballon d'Or. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. It's a flow state in more ways than one. So he moves into Hungary, and he's in like the open top car with the leather gloves. Yeah. Like at this point, he's really drunk on power.
Yeah, in the film, this is a montage.
It's like he's storming in.
You see the numbers going up. The numbers are going up. Probably.
The numbers are going up. Eichmann's like ding, and it's like yeah. It's the good bit. It's the good montage in Wolf of Wall Street. It's all going well. Yeah. You know, there's money flying everywhere. Yeah. So, but he's really drunk on power now, and he basically in Hungary he lets his guard down and is sort of he goes to the trains himself. He goes to the ghettos. Hello, Jews.
Yeah, right.
He
But he's short,
he
lacks
gets
charisma.
in a castle in Budapest. He's pissed. He has a mistress, more mistresses.
Right.
And he, in the space of like months, he goes to meet Rudolf Hess, the commandant of Auschwitz, who's the character in Zone of Interest, who's played by the same actor as the weak German.
Wait, what's his name?
Security. Rudolf Hess.
But does he make it in Zone of Interest?
He's the guy. He's Zone of Interest.
Yes,
he's the commandant at Auschwitz, who's played by the same actor as the guy in White Lotus, who's the German hotel manager.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and no one realizes it, and it's so funny.
Oh my god, it is him.
It's the same guy, and it's like you couldn't have two more polar roles than the fucking commandant of Auschwitz.
It's old Germans versus new Germans, isn't it?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, hello, no, don't worry, whatever you want.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly sing. Yeah. Anyway, so he goes to Hess and he goes, listen, we've taken over Hungary. There's loads of them in here. Yeah. Are you ready for me to up the trains quite a lot? Yeah. And Rudolph's like, yeah, mate, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what he says. Yeah. At one point, I did go over my audiobook listening amount on Spotify. So there are some gaps in my information.
You've got to listen to it at double speed. Like
I was listening to double speed.
It's
very weird. It's been a very weird week. So Eichmann he's talking to Hess all the time, and he's like, I've just made it hungry. Like, we're going to up it. Yeah. Because at this point, everyone knows the war is turning. Or the Nazi high command in sort of spring 44, they know that it's on the down. So, and this is where Himmler tells Eichmann, listen, stop sending Hungarian Jews to the death camps because we need to keep these Jews as bargaining chips with the Allies. This is the big thing for Eichmann. And Eichmann goes... This is when he finally breaks script. Eichmann goes, fuck that. I love trains. The Soviets encircle Budapest, and if there's one thing you don't want to be, is a Nazi in a Soviet-occupied... Yeah. They're not sparing any prisoners. No. They're pretty pissed off. Yeah. And this is Poland in the 1940s. Yeah, it's pretty rough because you've had the Nazis roll through
worst things ever happened. And then the Soviets have rolled through.
You're a bunch of tit bros encircled by bunda heads. The bunda boys are here, and they want to take out all the tit guys.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve 1944, Eichmann flees Budapest, having done
Christmas Eve. He must be excited.
Yeah. A lot of damage.
He's got flutters. He's like, I wonder what I'm going to get for Christmas.
Well, this guy works right up until Christmas Day.
Right.
He's taking Christmas Day off, but he's annoyed about it.
Yeah, but he's laid his stockings out, and he's like, I hope I get something nice.
More model trains. He goes back to Berlin just as the Soviets encircle Budapest, and he goes to his department 4B4 and he goes, burn everything. You know what we've been doing with the Jews? Same thing with these papers. Just fucking get rid of them. Get them
on the trains and get them to the camps.
Just burn them.
Yeah.
But what's fascinating about the end of the war here is that there's like 5 months where all the SS, they know it's over. The Allies have landed at Normandy and they're working their way through the Ardennes, Battle of the Bulge. That's all happening at the end of the 44. So it's kind of like, well, we're just going to fuck off then. And obviously the uber loyalists are staying with Hitler in the bunker to the end. But Eichmann just sort of bobs around Austria, South Germany.
He keeps
moving.
And there's loads of processing camps that he goes through. But
we'll get to that. But basically, it's the war is ending, and Eichmann has burned all his files in Berlin, and he gets to Austria. Where he's got family. I think his parents live in Linz in Austria. He realizes he's actually quite a bad guy. They've lost.
Yeah.
And he's probably they're gonna want to ask him some questions at the very least.
He doesn't realise he's a bad guy. He realises he's in a lot of trouble.
Yes, sorry.
Slightly different.
Yeah. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
He's been a very naughty boy.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some people along quite soon to ask him some questions.
Yeah.
Ich bin mit mein Freund Horatio Gould.
Hallo, mein Name ist Horatio. Ich liebe Podcasting.
Und heute wir chatten gegen...
Mein Lieblingsessen ist Pizza und mein Lieblingsgetränk ist Kartoffelsaft.
It's funny how in GCSE German they don't use Nazi Nazi orders.
Funny.
It's funny. The stock phrases really should be get in the train or whatever.
Yeah, a friend of mine, very right wing, not friend actually, very right wing army boy. We doing German. He'd always bring Mein Kampf in.
Yeah,
get sent out. Obviously, and he'd always go, "What? It's just the book I'm reading at the moment."
That's funny though. I think that's funny. I think that's really funny.
Yeah. The cold bureaucratic Nazi of a cold bureaucratic regime. Yep. So in some ways, the most Nazi, depending how you take your Nazi.
Well, in the popular imagination,
there's
Nazis
different types of Nazis, but he's the most of this type of Nazis, which is the
just type
him going apeshit, causing more damage than maybe has ever been caused before. Is just
He loves a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And what are the spreadsheets doing?
Yeah.
Well, that's not his. That's not his. Whatever you do with the spreadsheet's up to you.
Yeah.
That's his defense. Where is he? He's in Austria. He's in Linz.
Yep.
And he gets picked up by some Americans.
Well, this is a weird period in Germany, which I guess a lot of people we don't really know much about, which is the straight after the war. This kind of these couple of years is probably quite a very strange.
It's a pretty fun because it's just Europe. There's nothing in Europe.
Yeah,
it's been completely gutted. There's no governments. There's no leaders. There's just the American military, and I reckon they're having a really good time.
It's Monday. It's the next Monday after Glastonbury.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Nothing's open.
Yeah, they're soon going to bring in those trucks that just pick up all the tents that have been left.
Litter picking. A lot of litter picking. The Germans are litter picking through Berlin.
Yeah.
Hitler is dead. I'm sorry to say that Hitler's died in the bunker. Or is he?
Know.
We don't know. Did he escape to South America and is reincarnated and started a podcast?
Yeah,
well, possibly.
We don't know.
Who knows? This period is fascinating because it's there's just no fucking. There's SS leaders just running about in the Alps, making packed lunches. The hills are alive with a fart save all criminals. They're knocking about. They're hiding. They're hiding. Yeah, they're hiding.
With hiding it, you can't imagine it's like a game of hide and seek, but it is a lot of it.
1, 2, 3, coming, ready or not.
So they're hiding behind a tree. In a forest, in a mountain.
They're in the Alps. They've all got little alpine lodges,
but
all
surely the Allies are working their way towards them.
No, because they're in the cities. These guys. There's never been a better time to be a Nazi then in terms of quality of life, because you're basically hiding in like a fucking Milka advert.
Yeah.
You're in the Alps. There's a
I reckon
chalet.
I'd have a throbbing migraine with what's possible to come.
Well, that's because you've got anxiety.
Well, you think these guys are like, oh, it's nice weather outside.
Beautiful weather. There's
the
cows.
Nazi regime's
I'm milking,
collapsed. Everything you believe in is falling apart. But you're like...
that was a pretty intense few years, but I'm in the fresh mountain air. It's doing me a world of good.
Yeah.
I'll try and
You can't change the past.
The past is the past. Let's draw a line under what happened and enjoy these breathtaking views of the Austrian Alps. Eichmann's bobbing along. He goes to see his parents in Austria.
Goes back to mummy's house after it didn't work out. Look, the startup failed in London. You've moved back home for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, get back on your feet. It happens often.
Yeah,
you know?
you go back, have a big old honk on those big German tits, and then back at them, soldier. Up and at them. Come on, pull your pants up.
I'm sorry it didn't work out, Adolf. That's what happens, you know.
Some startups for you, isn't it? High risk, high rewards. Anyway, I've got a pretty strong CV now. In terms of logistics.
Sorry, who are the ones who we lose? So we lose Hitler, we lose Goebbels.
Sorry, it's just minute silence for those Nazis we've lost. In memoriam.
Are these people who killed themselves or people who died defending Berlin, or is it that they wouldn't be on the front line? So it's people who just.
Can we just have, please, a slideshow of the Nazis we've lost, a little in memoriam with some sad music.
You are not alone.
Alone.
Light will shine through. You may wish for better.
We lost so many people this year. So many different departments. Like,
in the Oscars,
they do like the sound department. These are all the soundies we lost. These are all the fucking costume people we lost.
The Minister of Jewish Affairs.
Oh, so yeah, Minister of Jewish Affairs. Himmler, propaganda's gone. The Luftwaffe's dead. Oh, anyway, what a year for the. A lot of the SS guys they know that the war's gone down the toilet. Hitler's killed themselves. They're stopping
themselves. I like how you made it so gender neutral.
They them. Well, sorry, Heil Hitler.
Hitler killed themselves.
Heil/Hitler has killed themselves. So a lot of the SS are just kind of like they're in Munich, the Alps, the Austria. You know, that's the bit the Milka advert, the big tit, the chocolate, the cows. That's where they are. Cowbells, dong. They're having a great time. Then you have the start of the Allies have got this most wanted list, and they find a lot of the SS leaders like the Rudolf Höss.
Right, get out from under there.
Come on, party's over.
Come on,
one more drink, please. No. One more pint.
Get out. Come on, you as well.
I don't want to get married. I want this stag to go on forever.
Come on, it's finished, lads.
So they round them up. And they decide to form an international military tribunal court and to try them for being the naughtiest boys ever lived. Which, I just imagine, a WhatsApp group you're in, one of the fruitier WhatsApp groups you're in. Imagine all five of you are just sat in suits with translations, and a foreign government is going through your WhatsApps and asking you to explain why you've said that. Yeah. I mean,
when people talk about cancel culture now, it was so much worse back then.
This is the peak of cancel culture. It's the Nuremberg Trials.
You know, you can't say anything.
You can't.
Those days.
You couldn't. I'd say these trials were quite biased, actually.
But I feel as a trial via public opinion.
Almost, yeah. It's a kangaroo court. Yeah. It's it's not a proper trial, is it? Can you get some footage of the Nuremberg Trials?
Also, the way that they just call all of these guys Nazis straight off the bat.
Yeah, we're just banding that term around so much nowadays.
Not everyone who you disagree with is a Nazi.
Yeah, some of these people were high-ranking Nazis, admittedly,
and arguably all of them were. But
I mean, they all look so like they're being told off. It's the biggest telling off in history. What I want to see is the boys, just the lineup of boys, and they all look so fucking sheepish.
Right, here we go.
They're playing footage. This is it. It's him just going, you've got me there. Fuck.
I would be wearing sunglasses as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's the baller move, isn't it? Just coming wearing sunglasses. Going,
what are we talking about today then, lads? Whose trial is it? My trial?
My trial? I don't know about this. I don't know if this is a fair trial. So they're all looking pretty guilty, pretty naughty. It's very, very funny.
Well, it's a very much, well, when you put it like that, I guess it does sound pretty bad.
No, and you know what? Saying it out loud, Anyway, the Nuremberg Trials start in fucking December. If you think nowadays when something does someone bad, all the pre-trial shit, that takes like years, months.
Yeah.
They get to it.
Like the Johnny Depp trial, how long before that started going?
Well, I guess that's the only other thing we can compare this to, isn't it? Who's the naughtiest boy? It's the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. But it's they do it. They get to it very quickly. They want to wrap this up because the Cold War is starting. Like the Allies have won.
Lads, we've got another war.
The Allies have won, but already they're like, what?
It's like in an Edinburgh room. You have 15 minutes to turn over before the next show comes in.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, sorry, we're gonna have to move. There's another show here in like 10 minutes. We're starting another thing. Cold War starting. Let's get this wrapped up.
As soon as they win, the Americans and the Soviets realise they're literally opposite.
Yeah,
and they fucking
it's
hate
more
each
like
other.
that. They've just finished bashing Nazis' heads in, and then it's just. That's what's happened with with America and the Soviets.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they've done all of that, brilliant, and then it's just right.
Okay then.
Yep.
Should we get a wall up?
Yep. I reckon so.
So
I guess we don't really have much else to talk about.
No. Turns out, without Nazis, who are we really? Who are we? The naughty boys have been rounded up. As many of them. Some of them haven't. Bormann's still on the loose. Bormann's a fun guy.
Yeah.
But Eichmann is starting to realise that he's in trouble, and so what he does is he does actually get put into the Allied prison camp system, but he changes his name to Otto Eichmann, which is like a sort of sounds like Eichmann, and he's also got his SS tattoo.
Oops.
Big tattoo. Now we've all had some tattoos we regret. It's under the arm, I think. Yeah. And so they always have inspections. They always have topless inspections of the prisoners to see if any of them are SS. Because at this point they've got all the German troops are in camps, and they know they're going to do a big trial, and they're looking for anyone who's high ranking to try. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it was that bad, Charlie. That's a neo-Nazi tattoo where they don't leave much to the imagination. My point is the SS and the Germans, they're having chats, and he's trying to get his mates to help burn off the SS tattoos. Yeah. So he's taking quite a lot.
Wait, she's coming. Get the tattoo of tits off my fucking arm.
Fuck. Oh shit, it's a different woman's name. Fucking burn it off. I've got to go home. The stag do's over. Burn off the fucking who's Julianne? I don't know who that is. You've gone on a stag do and you've got a woman's name that's not your wife tattooed on your back because you've been being pegged by a stripper. Yeah. And you've now trying to frantically get it burnt off as you get the Stansted Express back. Rudolf Hess gets hanged at Auschwitz. Lovely bit of symmetry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in front of by the oven. He's the Polish specifically request after he's found guilty and sentenced that they hang him at Auschwitz.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been to gas him would have been my choice. I mean, it seems a bit vulgar.
They should have farted on him.
But to dress him up and line him up and do that whole thing.
He should have. Do you reckon they did fart on his hanging body?
Do you think?
How's that for gas, mate?
Yeah, I guess the satire is pretty strong.
But why would they not do more more humiliate, like literally like drown a man in poo?
I guess this is. I guess it's like
because that's what we all want.
It's an interesting one because I've thought about this as well. I guess when you're trying to establish a post-war peace consensus, they're trying to establish like the UN.
Sorry, are you saying the only?
Sorry, you dipped out for about 10 seconds there.
Well, just the idea that in Charlie's head, the eye for an eye, someone who's done the Holocaust, right? The only suitable punishment I can think of is to drown you in poo.
I mean, there's something. So the reason it is, I think it's a really interesting question though, because even like listening back to the Nuremberg stuff,
God.
it's like if you'd made even them being in trial, even the way we're talking about them, there is still something kind of like not funny, but there's something just kind of like they still manage to maintain a little bit of dignity. They're all in suits, they're all lined up, and they can just say, "Well, I don't agree with you. You can kill me, but this is just like a war thing." There is maybe something, seeing as there's a rise of Nazism now and a glorification. If you just really humiliate these guys,
drown them in poo.
Yeah, but I mean, just undermine the aura of Nazis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just make it like, I don't ever want to do anything like this because if I'm caught, this is what happens. But then you set up a tit for tat barbarism.
But then also some people are into that.
Yeah.
Because Charlie, that's not a punishment.
Yeah, it's holiday.
He suggests that for anything. Hey, if I'm really good today and do a really good job, can I drown in poo?
Yeah. He's making up. He's done Nazi war crimes. Just a lot off chance they might drown him in poo.
Fucking holiday for him. He's swimming in those long drops at Glastonbury. Fucking front crawl. Anyway, so they don't drown the Nazi high command in poo. They hang them.
Route 1.
You're right. No, it's still a fitting punishment.
Yeah.
But the point is that in the Nuremberg Trials, Eichmann's name starts to come up, and fuck me, sorry, I've completely gone. Oh, producer's got a fucking child's mind. Well, if you're a bad man, obviously the worst thing you can happen is you can drown in poo. Oh,
yeah, pretty undermined. If you feel like you're not taking it that seriously.
I would feel like, I think the Jewish population would be quite like, what? What is it? Is it sort of funny to you?
Yeah.
This.
Wait, so you got a 6-year-old running the Nuremberg trials?
Why have we got a toddler judge? You boys have been so naughty, so you've got to eat a mountain of poo. Ha ha, ha ha, naughty boys, poo forever for you. Anyway, sorry. So Eichmann sees that the other Nazis have been drowned in poo and thinks, I don't want to do that. I don't like poo. Independent Nazi hunters, such as a guy called Simon Wiesenthal, who's an Auschwitz survivor. He may even have survived 12 concentration camps.
At that point, you got to be like, well, some of this got to be your fault.
Sorry, what?
12. It's like now you're doing it for attention.
What? Oh, what? He's been sent to 12.
Yeah, it's just more like if you survive that many, you must be going back into some.
Yeah, if you've escaped one, why are you going fucking back in?
Now you're just trying to wrap the numbers up, lad. There's something suspicious. So all of Hitler's relatives agreed not to have kids to stop the bloodline.
Really?
But his last living relative, who looks quite a lot like him, has tattoos all over his head, was arrested for being a paedophile. Now,
last
this
living
guy,
relative? Yeah.
Convicted of paedophilia.
Oh, but he's only been convicted of kissing a 13-year-old girl.
But I guess
murder to his flat with sweets. All right, fine. You go into the details. It's quite bad.
Yeah, but you can see the Hitler look in his face.
Yeah, the anger.
You can scroll up. Look, but just like there is a Hitler. The name is like a cross to bear, and I wish that on nobody. Yeah, I'd hate to have Hitler as my surname.
Is this guy's surname?
Yeah,
Hitler?
change your
Romano.
name.
Romano Hitler.
Romano Luca Hitler.
Fucking hell.
There was also a guy back in the day, before Hitler was, the man we know and love today, called Dr. Gay Hitler. And this was when Gaylord was not a...
It's a name.
It was a
genuine name, Gaylord.
And when Hitler... Yeah, Dr. Gay Ludwig Hitler. See, that is a name that at the time you could be called Gay Hitler. And that didn't mean it. That wasn't funny. Dr. Gay Hitler.
Dr. Gay Hitler. It's my drag name.
Yeah.
That's like someone being called like Professor Trans Putin or something. If you were called Professor Trans Putin, and then in 2025 you're like, oh my god, my life is hell. Why did I become a professor?
It makes me seem even sillier.
It's even sillier. So Eichmann gets to Argentina, and this is one of my favourite bits. He's on the boat, right? He arrives in Argentina, and he goes, do you know what? I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to call myself Ricardo. He chooses the gayest fucking name. I'm no longer Adolf. What's the opposite of Adolf? I'm Ricardo.
Well, the montage in the movie is it's when Nicole Kidman's character, who's been, I don't know, hard done by an ex-husband. She's been cheating on my boyfriend, and then she decided to reinvent her life. And it's the montage. She's repainting the walls.
Yeah, she's got a top knot and dungarees. Yeah.
This is what period.
Girls just want to have fun. I'm Ricardo. So he basically becomes a gay man in my head. He goes to Argentina.
If you get a whole new stab at life, why not try a different way?
Fuck it.
I did one straight as hell Nazi.
Yeah.
Why not try being a gay Argentinian?
I was the straightest, most boring man ever, and I killed 6 million Jews. Now I'm going to fucking call myself Ricardo.
Ricardo did none of these
Hola, señorita. So he arrives in Argentina, and he immediately starts noshing up all the sailors he can find. They find him a job, the rat line people. They find him a job working for a water company. But then that goes under, and he essentially the first kind of few years in Argentina, he's doing a lot of like low paid, quite bad jobs.
Well, the economy's on its knees as well. The economy, because it's Argentina.
Yeah, I quite like the idea that I just love the idea of all these interviews he's having, where they're like, and so what are you good at? And he's like, I'm actually incredibly good at logistics. Like,
and what do you have to prove that?
Well. There's a big hole in your CV between 1939 and 1940. I was travelling. Yeah, I was interrailing in a way. The Peter Pan of the Nazis. He refuses to grow up. He refuses to grow up and take his punishment. He's gone to Buenos Aires. He's called himself Ricardo, and he's sucking off gauchos all over town.
Yeah, guchos.
Guchos, he calls them. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gucho. And then he has 3 big burly Nazi boys.
Hello.
Who have not been shamed for their heritage whatsoever.
No.
Because there's no one to shame them, because everyone's like, yeah, we bloody hate Jews as well.
Hey,
this is brilliant.
Yeah.
And then somehow a Jewish girl living in Argentina, whose father is a Holocaust survivor, starts dating Klaus, one of the big meatheads.
Yeah.
Don't really know how that works, but I think they're both kind of undercover. One's undercover as Jewish, and one's undercover as a Nazi.
Yeah, it's like sort of Romeo and Juliet. A modern day
star-crossed lovers.
If I was doing a sort of Baz Luhrmann reinterpretation of that film now, I'd do it.
Argentina,
I'd do it Argentina, and the
Eichmann plot's happening down in the background.
And so they both, one of them is Eichmann's son, and the other one is a Jewish girl, and they are in
Holocaust
love.
Survivor.
They're fully in love, and then they find out who their parents are. And it's like, well, should we carry on this love despite...
Well, they'd have the big breakdown before the third act, and then there'd be a part where they'd realise, what's more important, love.
And then they'd get to the altar, and then she'd kill herself, and he'd be like, ha, great. I'm striking again. One more to the list. Carrying on is my father's work. But I imagine in my head, Eichmann's in Argentina because he's hiding his identity, right? He's Ricardo, and he's going to drag shows. He's found a new, discovered a whole new part of himself.
Face full of gucho.
He's got his face full of balls every night. But I imagine he's, part of him is obviously still like, I was king of logistics. I am responsible for one of the greatest engineering feats.
His words.
Yeah. Strong. I must stress they're his words.
Yeah.
I disagree with him.
Yeah. But he would say, this is brilliant. This is the best thing ever.
What a feat of logistics I've done.
I wouldn't, but he would.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it was a war crime. It was a genocide. But, there's 2 sides to every story.
There is 2 sides
to every story. One man's Holocaust is another man's logistical success.
Carnival.
Yeah. It's
Brazilian Carnival.
I say Holocaust, you say Amazon Prime, whatever.
They've obviously been decimated by the Holocaust.
No, but see, that's a bit of a misnomer. In the 50s and the 60s.
The Holocaust didn't happen.
Your words.
No, it's an urban myth,
we should say for balance. It is still contested. On this podcast, we believe it did happen, and we're talking as if it did, which it did. But obviously, for full in the interest of balance, there are people who deny this. But let us know in the comments.
I'm sure you will.
Those people don't seem to keep that to themselves.
No, famously.
The girl's dad is basically like fancies himself as a spy. The girlfriend's dad. Right. So he's like, we'll track him down, we'll find him.
The blind one?
Yeah, the blind guy.
Thinks that he's James Bond.
Yeah, but he starts basically keeps asking for money from the Israelis, being like, if I'm going to do some work, I should be paid for it. And so it's like, would you not want to, as a Holocaust survivor, you not want to find this guy? He's like, well, no, can you blame a schmuck for trying to make a quick buck kind of thing, right? He's obviously, this is why the search takes so long, is that the Israelis are like, well, I should be paid for this. Is there any money here? Oh, can't blame a guy for trying to make a quick buck. Eichmann's father dies back home in Mutti. Fatty. 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 That's what I was going to do. Mutti. Fatty. My head's
crazy.
Gone. My head's absolutely gone.
He's lost it.
I've lost it.
I'm Lineker, you're Gascoigne.
I'm gone. I'm absolutely gone. Do you know what? Thank God we didn't do the Nazis too early on, because it just wouldn't. It wouldn't have been a podcast. It's too much fun. That's what Ricardo's doing. He's got the journey of Eichmann is Mutti to Fati. Right,
We're getting as lost as they were at this point.
Yeah.
We're stuck.
This is why the hunt takes 12 years. Anyway, 1960, Eichmann's father dies. Yeah. Right. Back in Germany, and
this is the sad bit of the story.
This is the sad bit of the story. You know, I don't wish his father's death on anyone.
You know,
war criminal or not.
This is when Eichmann's doing
Tragically, his father drowned in a mountain of poo. He slipped and fell.
This is Eichmann during his Edinburgh Fringe show. This is
Eichmann's doing this, right? Yeah.
When you realise that his father
he's doing
died.
It as Ricardo.
Yeah.
It's Adolf Eichmann is Ricardo Klement.
Yeah. But when you find out his father's dead, you're like, God, that is really tough.
Wait, so do you mean...
So it begins with him talking about
the
Holocaust, and then he goes, but then...
At the 40-minute mark, there's a sad bit.
And then at the age of about 93, my father passed away, and everyone's like, that is so moving.
Yeah. That's really sad, that bit of the story. And he lives in a very deserted area, it must be said. So they're spying on him for like a couple of weeks, and they sort of basically they realise that it is like a hitman mission in that he's an NPC and he's doing the same route off a bus, round the corner into his house. The lamp goes on. Yeah, that's the same every night.
Yes, yeah.
So they go, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to park a car. We're going to pretend that the engine's gone. And we're going to be looking under the hood. And as he comes around the corner, I'm going to go around and go, un momento, senor. And then he's going to go like, and then he's going
to say what?
I can get fired. He's going to bundle him into the car, and they're going to fucking drug him or something. Anyway, and they're going to get him to the safe house. So, but what they're doing is they're practicing this every night in a garage. So Peter, the guy with the big hands, Peter Malkin, every night he's basically rugby tackling his mates into a car, and his mates are trying out different scenarios where Eichmann is like, self-defense trained.
Eichmann really likes it.
Harder, yeah, do it harder. Oh, such big hands, Daddy. But basically, farty.
Crazy. Sorry, we were so nearly getting somewhere.
So nearly getting to the history. So my point is that but they're all terrified of Eichmann because he's been built up as this, he's the devil.
The Wizard of Oz kind of thing, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say wizard. I'd say
Wizard of Auschwitz.
Wizard of Auschwitz. The Wizard of Auschwitz. Follow that yellow star road. It's been fun while it lasted, this podcast. Funny is the head of Mossad is a Harel. So what he's doing is he's literally every day he's going to 12 cafes a day because he's moving to try not to be suspicious. He's basically just eating a meal. He's eating 12 meals a day and he's fucked. So he's just like constantly eating, drinking coffee.
Are you going to buy anything? Yes, I'll have another. Well, he's having a coffee at every single one, so he's having wired. A panic attack, shitting himself.
Yeah, he's making a mountain of poo to put Eichmann in when. They're waiting outside his house on Garibaldi Street. It's 7 p.m. The bus comes. He's not on it. He doesn't get off. And they're thinking,
he must be tipped off.
They're thinking, fuck, there's been a tip off.
Surely.
One of his big boy sons has told him. Yeah. He never misses a bus in his life.
Yeah.
This guy is Mr. Bus.
Used to be Mr. Train. Now he's Mr. Bus.
He's Captain Bedtime. He's always on buses. Where is he? What's happened? Let me paint you a picture. It's raining. That's the end of the picture. It's raining, it's windy, it's Buenos Aires, so I imagine it's a bit smelly.
Well, Stinky Raffy's in the car.
Stinky Raffy's about, so people are like, fucking hell. You could have showered. Anyway, a small man with a top hat and a trench coat is walking, and he's got his hand firmly in his right pocket, and they're thinking, oh fuck, he's got a gun. Right. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
He's got a shooter. That's what they're thinking.
He's actually got a ruler.
He's got a ruler. Yeah, he's just been taking measurements. No, he's just got a torch. Yeah. It's a torch. Anyway, so they panic, and the big guy with he comes around the corner where the car is, and the big guy, Big Pete with the big hands, he goes, un momento, senor. And then
that's the line he's been practicing as well.
He's been practicing, yeah.
Like an autistic guy on his
un
first day.
Momento, senor. Nice to meet you.
And how are you doing?
Would you like a drink? What are your interests and hobbies? I like to dance. What about you?
Yeah, it's weirdly similar to going on a first date, isn't it?
It is.
The nerves. It's like, he's there. Oh my God, he's there.
It's a blind date. You think, will he show? Won't he show?
He's fucking stood me up.
Oh, God. I wonder what he does. So tell me, where'd you grow up? You got any family? Huh? They get him in the car and they like drive, and they've got a doctor with them as well who just makes sure Eichmann's like stable. They get him to the safe house and then they strip him naked, they handcuff him to the bed, and he's loving it. This is Ricardo's absolute wet dream of an evening. He's been kidnapped by 4 big Israelis.
Please don't tie me up.
Yeah, it is like it's a gay Nazi like vengeance fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've been caught being naughty. You've been a naughty boy.
Yeah.
You're tied to a bed naked. 4 massive Mossad agents. I mean, I'm just
having your way with it.
I'm just describing my wet dream here, basically. Yeah. So they strip him naked, and this is the bit I found funny is that the audiobook I was listening to, they were talking about how this genius interrogation technique. This guy, whoever the interrogator is, I've forgotten, is a genius. And he goes, right, what's your birthday? And Eichmann responds, and he goes,
no further questions.
no. He goes. So first he says, "What's your name?" And he goes, Ricardo. And he goes, "What were you called before that?" And he goes, Otto Eichmann. And he goes, "What were you called before that?" And he goes, "I wasn't." And then he goes, "All right."
He's playing a tough game here.
Right, strong defense here. And then he goes, "This is this big trick." He's asking really quick questions. So he goes, "When were you born?" He goes, "Where were you born? What was your SS number?" And he just says it. And he goes, "Fuck!" And he goes, "I got you." So he basically reveals that he's Adolf Eichmann.
That's almost disappointingly easy.
It's so easy. This guy's been on the run 15 years.
Yeah, just fucking...
Name, birthday, rank.
Who do you hate the Jews? 9!
Fuck. I fucked it. Basically, Eichmann is now reduced to the sad old little old man who's like, "Can I have a poo?" And they have to walk him to the toilet. So they keep him in the safe house for 10 days.
So they also know the Sons are out looking for him.
The Sons start looking for him.
Because there's this strong network of Nazis who live in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, there is.
Argentina.
And actually, Harel, as soon as they capture Eichmann and they're keeping him, he's like, "Let's get fucking Mengele as well." And everyone's like, "What? We've been planning this operation for like 5 months.
Yeah.
And now you're like, we've got him and we're waiting to get on the plane." And he's like, "I'm bored. Let's get another one. They're like buses. Let's just get another one.
Yeah. Eichmann's got a hood over his head. He goes, "Buses? No.
Sorry, Adolf. We're getting a plane back." Mengele, he's a bad man.
He's one of the naughtier ones.
He's medical experiments guy.
Yeah, the Angel of Death was his nickname.
But he never. He
evaded justice.
He evaded justice.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories about where he is, but
they found out where he lived while they were out there. So Eichmann's in the same safe house. They sent an agent out to find Mengele. They had a tip off. They talked to a postman, and they're like, "Where's the German doctor?" And they went, "Oh yeah, he lived there." And then he'd moved like 3 weeks before, so they just missed him. Yeah,
great. A double.
Imagine coming back with a double.
Mengele would go in the dock as well.
Exactly. The boys. Yeah. So anyway, they get really bored and they invent lots of games in the safe house, like throwing an apple into a bin and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Classic.
I think someone's trying. I think there's a game like how many apples someone can eat in a day or something.
Is Eichmann getting involved in the games?
I don't think Eichmann's getting involved in the games.
Are they like bonding with him now? Because it's been so long. They're like,
"You're right, mate. Do you know what? You're right. You're funny. You're funny, actually. I don't know why everyone goes on about you." No, the thing I listened to said there was kind of this atmosphere. Eichmann was like a black hole sucking the vibes out of the safe
I don't
house.
need to slag him on. His dad's just died.
I know. Well, that's what he's depressing them. He's like, "My dad just died." And they're like, "Oh, mate, chill out." And this is where his kind of personality starts to confuse them because he's not this insane, cartoonish, evil guy.
Yeah.
He's just a kind of sad old prick. Just like a grumpy old prick who's just like, "Oh, I just really like trains. I'm not a bad guy. I was just following orders or whatever." Yeah. He also he starts kind of being like, "Oh, I don't hate Jews. I love Jews. Some of my best friends are Jewish." He does all that stuff, and he goes like, "I speak Yiddish," and they're like, "Fuck off, mate."
He does. Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing. I don't actually know what they said. But
some of my best friends are Jewish. I mean, that hadn't been kind of debunked as a method yet.
No, but it's one of the.
Didn't that work to the Nuremberg Trials? I can't be anti-Semitic.
Some of my best friends are Jewish.
Yeah, some of my genocide victims are Jewish. Oh fuck! I meant friends.
All of the guys I put in
all the guys I put in the death camps were Jewish.
Yeah. All I did was I ran a charity to give Jewish people free rail travel
to centre parks.
When I put them on, I thought they were going to centre parks. It's not legal. Going to Argentina, kidnapping someone, taking them back.
Well, it breaks
them.
Argentinian law, obviously.
Yes.
But it feels like quite special circumstances.
That's what the
And
Israelis
also,
says.
why the fuck are you keeping Nazis there?
Well, that's the second question, isn't it?
Pisses me off.
They go, we're going to try you. Do you want to come to Israel? And he's like, no, that's not fair. That wouldn't be a fair trial, would it? You're all Jewish. And they're like,
Yeah, you guys can be so biased.
You're really biased. I'll have an objective trial, a trial in Germany. And they go, well, that's not objective. You're German.
Yeah.
So basically, they need him to sign this thing saying, I'm coming willingly to stand trial in Israel.
Yeah.
And I think they do get him to sign it on the last day.
Yeah, they managed to get him to sign it, which he does seem a little bit defeated by the whole thing.
That's when he's resigned to his fate.
I resigned to my fate.
Because... And he also keeps thinking they're going to kill him at any point. Like they take him out in the yard for exercise. There's always someone there, and he's like, I need another poo and stuff." It's like,
another one.
Yeah, mate, I'm nervous. I'm scared. He's just so pathetic. and they've in their head
he's a boring loser.
They built him up as Hitler, and he's actually Stephen Bartlett. Can I have another poo? I've had too much fuel. It's gone right through me, this kill. So what was going to happen in Brazil? There was like
they're going to get people. They're going to
board the plane,
because I think they might have even spoken to the Argentinian government, because the Argentinian government obviously does not want this at all.
No,
because it's breaking Argentinian law.
Well, it's a disgrace.
It's an a man whose father's literally
his dad has just died, and you've kidnapped. He's an old man, and you've kidnapped him. And you've put him on a plane. I mean, the whole thing is incredibly distasteful.
Also, what about the statute of limitations?
I know.
What is the statute of limitations? How long?
Was it 10 years in America?
Yeah, he did the Holocaust like 20 years ago.
Give the guy a break. Has he committed one crime since he got to Argentina? He's just, all this guy's done, follow the rules. In this country, Argentina, is follow the rules robustly.
Yeah, maybe Eichmann had, but Ricardo's done nothing wrong.
Ricardo's done nothing wrong.
Unless you're homophobic.
No, look, this is a tragic tale. Violation of international sovereignty. He's been brought to Israel, and he will now face... Well, he'll face. It's not a jury. It's 3 judges, 3 Israeli judges.
Still out.
The jury's still out.
No, the jury's
very much in. The Holocaust happened, and it's a no from me. No thanks.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never again.
Even though it has happened again.
One more time.
A few more. Quite actually. Yeah. One more, please. I'll have another one. Just a little thing to finish me off. The prosecutor's a guy called Gideon Hausner.
Right.
He's pretty. I've got when lawyers go on one, I'm putting their hands. I love a prosecution lawyer.
Right.
Like an opening statement.
Fuck
it. I love all that. I'm some of my YouTube searches.
Passion for justice.
I love it. The lyricism and the conviction and the righteousness. I'm watching compilations of opening statements on YouTube.
What, like Premier League highlights?
Yeah. Premier League highlights.
Yeah, Torre's 16-17 season.
This is his opening statement. When I stand before you here, judges of Israel, to lead the prosecution of Adolf Eichmann, I'm not standing alone. With me are 6 million accusers.
What, in one room?
Yeah, big room. He says they don't have a voice, so I'm here to speak for them.
Guy has no understanding about analogies or anything.
What?
There must be like 400 people in here.
Christ. I thought I was quite good at working out how many people were in the room.
If the judge just kept undercutting him. Oh, no, right.
Oh, metaphor. Sorry,
metaphor.
right. Sorry,
I'm really bad with that sort of stuff.
I mean, there's some very funny things about his defence as well.
I mean, that's a tough... Who's the defence? Robert...
Servatius. He's a German guy.
Right.
He defended some of the ones at Nuremberg as well. So he's got a bit of a specialty.
He's
a big fucker. He's a big fucker.
Fucking crazy
he's
image.
He's a big fucker. He's a big fucker. Look at him.
What the fuck is that? Well, what's his politics?
I think you can probably have a stab.
It's what's strange about the legal system is that, you can... Someone who's clearly guilty, you still need a defence.
Well, this guy's defence, he's not defending Nazism.
Yeah.
His defence is based on this is an illegitimate trial because you've kidnapped someone and Israel...
Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, what else you got?
He's not being like, to be fair, you are all really annoying. That's not his defence, is it? Guys, you're really annoying and you don't integrate.
I'd be like, it happened ages ago.
Yeah. My dad died.
This was fucking 15 years ago.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like, guys.
They put Eichmann in like a Pope-mobile box.
Right.
Because they're like, we don't want him to be assassinated by a Jewish guy who can't take a joke.
Yeah, Jewish guy with a terrible sense of humour.
Yeah, we can't have him being assassinated on the basis of someone, but of a stag do that happened 10 years ago. So they put him in a glass box and they have 2 policemen sat either side of him. And then there's a courtroom filled with maybe like 500, 600 people.
Right.
And it's a community theatre they built into a courtroom. So it's a massive audience. It's
Is
amazing.
it a custom built?
Yeah,
room?
they built it. They built it just for this, and it's amazing how like respectful and quiet and civil the whole thing is when you're talking about the worst crime humanity's ever.
Yeah.
Which I guess was the whole point. Was it's to be the civilized counterpoint to the most.
I mean, Charlie would have different ideas how to deal with this.
Dip him in poo.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, there were several options on the table for what to do with that Eichmann. One of them was to have a trial. The other one was to drown him in a mountain of poo. He basically says this kind of weirdly like poetic thing, and he brings his pajamas in as well, and then he just does the most insane feint, like it's so melodramatic, and then he faints, falls off the stand, he gets stretchered out. So
why does he faint?
Well, I guess because he's so overcome with emotion.
Right.
Because Eichmann's dad's died. If you're still listening to this, I really admire your constitution, is what I'll say. If you're still with us, God bless you.
Oh my God.
God bless you.
I understand the kind of idea of keeping it civilized, but do you not think they could have at least humiliate him or like gunge him a bit?
Did you say gunge him?
Yeah.
For like Nickelodeon slime.
Dave Benson Phillips, get your own back.
Yeah, just
Is
something.
that what this is?
Anything other than just like
Eichmann, get your own back. And Dave Benson Phillips just.
Because I still think they can maintain their sort of, this is civilized, but fuck you.
They do not to spoil the ending. They do hang him.
Yeah, but that's kind of.
You can still maintain your dignity if you're a Nazi sympathizer. You could still project dignity onto.
But the whole point is not just about justice being done; it's being seen to be done. So the fact that all these awful stories are being told to him, people are breaking down, people are fainting, and Eichmann the whole time is just like.
He's got this unfortunate smug.
He's got this little kind of smug twitch, like. Like it looks like he's just farted in the box. And the fucking policeman is like. There's another one. Then, so I mean, there's fucking hours and hours. I think there's 110 Holocaust survivors that testify. All of them with their own story.
Fuck.
At some point, it's quite funny. There's a woman talking about her experience, and the judge just goes, "Yeah." Like, come on,
right.
we get it. We get it.
We don't.
Boring. Hurry up. Anyway, so then, that's right. In June, this is when they get onto the Wannsee Conference, and they're like, "You were in the room," and he was like, "I was taking the minutes," and they were like, "You heard from all the big boys that it was about killing." Now it was about full extermination, and you're going to gas, and he was like, I don't think I remember that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, you were there. You can't deny that you knew this was policy. And he's like, nah, I don't remember. Sorry. Maybe. I don't know. I was just taking the minutes. I'm a civil servant.
All right. Sorry we asked.
And they're like, okay, court's adjourned. One of the funnier bits of the trial, which is his defense, because the guy's got no fucking defense.
Yeah.
He's cooked.
It's like,
you're all really annoying.
He didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it. It was a joke.
He had his fingers crossed the whole time.
Not. So he basically, Eichmann, his whole defense is, I was just doing my job, just like you guys are doing your job. I was following out my orders. All the Holocaust stuff, that was all orders. I was just all about transportation. And he said it's very regrettable that I got involved at all, but I was just focusing on transport. I'm a cog in the machine. I was following orders. I'm a robot. What shall I do? I'll do this. That's his whole defense. But he has this ego, and then when there's a moment where he comes out, and there's a big map of what Nazi-occupied territory was, and he has a big stick, and he starts to get a bit excited about all the little train routes. It comes back. He's like, and then I will move some there and there.
Yeah, it's like a retrospective.
Yeah, totally.
Through an artist's work.
When they get to Hungary, he's completely he's fucked.
I mean, that's him at his worst, when he was literally being told from above.
He's being told, stop killing Jews.
Yeah.
We've done it now. Can we stop? And he's like, nah.
Yeah.
So that's when he's completely undone. They then find him guilty of not everything, not all the charges, because the prosecution sort of failed to really demonstrate that he's responsible, that he's like instigated the Holocaust.
Right.
But they kind of beyond reasonable doubt prove that he carried it out. He disobeyed orders to carry on doing it in Hungary.
What doesn't help is when he does have a quote that says, "To sum it all up, I must say that I regret nothing."
Yeah, I mean, he stands by it, I guess.
Yeah.
It was actually an achievement that was never matched before or since. and that was about the deportation of more than 400,000 Jews from Hungary.
I guess it's all about perspective.
Success is relative, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's a glass half full kind of guy.
He is a glass half full guy, yeah. There's also these quite damning tapes from when he was in Argentina. He basically had these mad Alan Partridge-esque sessions where he wrote his memoirs with another Nazi over bottles of wine, like every Sunday for 3 months. And he just spilled it all out. And he was like, I'm bouncing back. You know, he's in hiding, basically writing his memoirs.
Right. Well, yeah, because they interview him for ages, and he gives a crazy amount of information.
Yeah, he's got reams and reams and reams of this stuff.
That's what's interesting is he does tell them so much.
Yeah, he tells them everything.
Yeah.
Because he's sort of proud of his work.
Yeah,
like he's arrogant and thick, and a Nazi. He's a triple threat.
Triple threat.
Thick, arrogant Nazi.
Yeah.
So let's wrap this up. The judges find him guilty. They sentence him to death by hanging. He appeals, as is his right. And then,
it's your right to appeal.
He appeals.
We've had another look at it. You're free to go.
The court rejects his appeal.
Right.
He then appeals to the Prime Minister for special treatment.
Because his dad died.
His dad died. Mate, my dad just died. Don't kill me now. The Prime Minister pretty much instantly goes, fuck off.
Fair enough.
And then on May the 31st, he's hanged in Ramallah prison in Israel, just before midnight. They build a crematorium in the prison just for him, which is a nice bit of, what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
And there's an amazing story of the guy that hangs him, the executioner, who I think recently died. He sees like the ashes from Eichmann that comes out of the crematorium, and then he remembers being in Poland and seeing this mountain of ash. Yeah. And what the Nazis made the Jews at the labor camp do was they spread the ash over the icy road so that they wouldn't slip. And then he's only just really puts together when he sees Eichmann's ash pile. It's like, oh yeah, every bit of ash was a person, and that just shows how many like hundreds of thousands of people in this.
They use it as grit for the roads.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Which I hope they've stopped doing.
But they spread his ashes across the Mediterranean, so he doesn't have a grave or a shrine.
They get in a boat and they drive 6 miles outside of territorial waters of Israel.
Yeah,
and they plop him in there. So, there is a possible tour you can do where you see Eichmann and
I guess if you're really opportunistic tourist trapper, you could really try and...
I'm dying in a submersible that's looking for Eichmann and Bin Laden. So at the end of it, Israel now absorbs the Holocaust into its kind of cultural memory. It's having heard all these testimony, a lot of them from like...
The people who are saying it wasn't that bad.
Actually, it was,
sounds pretty
counts
bad.
Weren't all that bad. Yeah. Some of them were 3 stars.
Yeah.
They weren't all 1 star. Basically, they have a national holiday called Holocaust and Memorial and Bravery Day. I can't remember quite how they worded it, but essentially the bravery of a lot of the resistance fighters that they hear from starts being absorbed into that very masculine Israeli alpha identity.
The identity.
And suddenly the Holocaust is kind of writ large as to what it actually was. And this is streamed in Britain for an hour every night for months
on Twitch.
Thumbs up on Twitch. When Eichmann's testifying, they're like, nah. The journalists are going mad. The press are like, this is the most insane trial. I can't even recount the testimony. It's too unbearable for people watching. But Eichmann throughout all is just staring, passive.
Yeah.
So I guess the end of the story is that Eichmann's a bad guy who killed a lot of people. But the upside...
Hot take.
Yep, you heard it here first. But the upside is that everyone sort of found out what the Holocaust was, and he was executed.
Yeah.
So, every cloud. From, the Hitler's perspective, this is the great what if.
Well, you see everything through Hitler's perspective.
Yes, I'm a Nazi apologist. I think I made that very clear.
Even when he did the Renaissance, it was like, what would Hitler... I mean, he does like painting, but...
Well, this is Hitler's Renaissance.
You're a great empath, is what you are.
Yes.
But for one man.
Yeah. If anything, I've got too much empathy for one man.
He's an empath. That's what's great about Finn.
Is he genuinely an Nazi apologist? No, the thing about Finn is he just
sees... He's a selective empath.
He sees all perspectives apart from any of them apart from this one.
He sees one perspective.
Yeah. From Hitler's point of view, this is the great what if. The great, sliding doors moment is if he'd finished us off at Dunkirk, we would now be in the Indian summer of 1,000-year Reich. Hitler has annexed Austria into the Third Reich, the Anschluss, which we are incredibly in favour of, passionately.
We couldn't be more. We're the most
I will
pro-Anschluss.
defend Hitler to the death if he had stopped after the Anschluss.
Okay.
The Austrians and the Germans are the same.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with this.
Exactly. And I think, to be honest, there should be more Anschluss-like coming together as a countries.
Yes, I agree.
Spain and...
Italy and Greece. Just call it Sleeperstan. Napistan. A fun fact about the Anschluss is that when The Sound of Music were the production were going to film in Salzburg, they asked for permission to film a scene where they recreate the Anschluss, and they were denied because obviously the Austrians are a bit nervous. They're like, well, it turned out that was quite a rum move that we did. Yeah. And so then the production said, well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll just use the genuine footage where all the Austrians are fucking ecstatic about it. And they went, oh, no, you can film if you make all the extras look miserable when Hitler's plowing through. No, you can film, but can you make us look really unhappy about it?
Right.
So anyway, the Austrians absolutely loved the Anschluss. It's the high point of Austrian history.
Right.
Churchill, Winston Churchill, has been, I mean, I don't think we won't deal with his career before this.
We'll
That's a whole other series on Churchill. Yeah. At this point, he's a nodding dog selling car insurance. Which is funny. Do you think there's a Hitler equivalent?
What, Hitler insurance?
Yeah.
Will it be like a nodding thing?
A nodding like bobblehead.
Like the Chinese. Was that the Chinese nodding
the cats,
thing?
yeah.
It's
a little cat that's doing that. Blood. House insurance or whatever.
Phony war, is that?
It's Americans call it that.
Yeah, because it's not a British phony.
The Germans call it the Sitzkrieg.
That's a bit fun. That's weirdly funny for Germans.
It's oddly funny, isn't it?
Yeah, something suspicious.
Something's coming. The Germans just made a joke.
Why are you in such a good mood? You're normally fucking terrible vibes.
Have you discovered methamphetamines? What are you about to do? Yeah. So suspicions are raised when the Germans start punning.
Yeah,
these are a new type of German. Yeah. What's happened here? They're having a laugh.
Sitzkrieg.
Ha 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 ha. There's a guy called, is it Victor Quisling? What's he called? Quisling? Vidkun Quisling.
Vidkunt.
Now he's a Norwegian fascist.
Vidkunt.
He loves Hitler, but Hitler doesn't really know who he is. It's like.
Do you relate to him at all?
I see great similarities in myself. And Vidkun Quisling.
So he's a fan.
Yeah, he's like a fan.
He's a fan who listens to the podcast and thinks he has a relationship with Hitler.
Exactly. Yeah.
Remember that thing?
Can I just shake your hand? That's what he says. Excuse me, can I just shake your hand? But the Germans essentially invade just as Churchill decides to finally get clearance to launch the operation to mine the port of Narvik. So
it's indecision that means that we're 2 weeks late.
Exactly. So Hitler goes, fuck it, we'll do it live, which is his strategy throughout the entire war, which is why it's so alluring to me, in that it's the first time a war has been fought where a guy's like, fuck it. You know, he is just doing drugs going, fuck it, let's do it. Yeah. And it is working for the first bit.
It's rock and roll.
It is pure rock and roll. It's Gegenpressing. That's what... It's Klopp stuff, It's brilliant.
Really?
Denmark, fuck off.
Lego. I think the thing is, similar to the Swiss only having a Swiss Army knife to defend themselves, Denmark only have Lego on the floor. Is their only...
I will leave Lego on the floor and they come in barefoot. We're wearing shoes. Oh, no. Oh, fucky. Do you want a big raisin?
That's why it took 6 hours. It's because it was the Nazis going, oh, fuck, ow, fuck, blood.
Yeah. Which is that's what I do when I step on Lego left out.
Blood. You let it out.
Yeah, you let it out. You got to let it out.
Germany controls Norway's ports until 45.
It has 300,000 troops stationed in Norway to keep it under occupation. And I think
so
Quisling isn't the reason we call people a Quisling is after this guy.
Really?
Which means a sort of
and so that was like their Vichy government.
Yeah.
And he runs Norway
as like a
puppet.
I think he's a puppet.
Right.
And he tries to get like Norwegian Jews, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing.
Like all 4 of them. It's like,
all 4 of them.
Just...
Hey, can we get a train? You don't need a train. Just get a fucking Uber for that.
Yeah.
Uber pool.
You mean Norwegian Jews? You mean Hans?
Yeah. You mean that guy Hans? Yeah. Yeah, we'll organise a train for Hans. Yeah, Christ. The high point of the Nazi stag do.
Sure.
The train journey on the way to the
Before
city.
Even a thought of the missus has come into their head.
The missus is
it's probably not till it's not when's the first thought
43
wait, so it's
Russia,
it's Stalingrad.
Yeah, it's the winter. It's like
sun comes through the curtains.
Oh shit, I'm married. What's she gonna think about this? I haven't gone home for 3 years. fuck, I've been on a 3-year bender. Oh, there's going to be hell to pay. I'm going to be sat down in front of all the misses, and we're going to get told off. We've either got to go so hard that we die,
Yeah.
or we've got to kill all the women.
I mean, that's been your approach to comedy.
Yes, it is.
You just keep going, and one day you will have a Nuremberg at some point.
Of course. Of course there'll be a Nuremberg.
Charlie just following orders.
Yeah. No, you're both coming out with me.
I've killed myself.
Yeah. You've got yourself absolute coward.
No, I've handed you guys in to get a good
Plea deal.
sentence.
No. To who though? Sophie Duker.
Sophie Hagen.
She's the Hague.
Well, we get tried in Sophie the Hagen.
Sophie Hagen's putting warrants out for our arrest.
He should be tried at the Sophie Hagen for war crimes.
Crimes against marginalised groups. He's hurt the feelings of marginalised groups. So Sophie Hagen's called the court.
Straight to the Sophie Hagen to you.
In 1940, working breakfast where they discussed the Ardennes plan. Now, there are 3 generals, Guderian, Van Manstein, and some other guy.
Right.
And these are like the head of the...
Van Manstein.
Van Manstein.
That's good.
Great. I mean, or Von Manstein.
Van Man. He's a Van Manstein.
He's a Van Manstein.
That's a straight name, that.
Yeah, Van Manstein, which is German for beer. Yeah.
Van Man beer.
Van Man beer. So they discuss how they're going to invade France, because they're actually terrified of how big the baguette is.
Yeah.
They're like, we can't get through.
Yeah.
So they come up with this plan where they go, we're going to develop these panzer divisions, which are
fast-moving light tanks.
Well, it's not actually that many about tanks. It's more about the motorbikes, the transport. It's mechanized warfare.
Yeah.
And
Hell's Angels.
It's Hell's Angels.
Yeah.
Which, again, this is all operating in the shadow of World War I, where everyone just dug a hole and stood there.
And everyone's assuming it's going to be
That's what's going to happen again.
I was amazed by how the Germans didn't even have that many motorized vehicles.
It's not actually that much.
Yeah. They
No,
didn't
they've got less
that much
tanks,
gear.
And then
Less everything, really.
The French are reliant on messages being conveyed by dispatch riders. So there's some cunt on a horse, and he's French. He's like, oh, I reckon you could eat that. He's like trying to eat. So he eats his horse, so the message doesn't get across. Yeah. And what they realise is that if we were to use the panzer divisions to basically punch a hole really fast, then they can establish
defences that are built for attritional warfare.
We can establish a spearhead, and then the cunts with horses, which is most of the German panzer divisions, actually infantry, they can catch us up, and we can surround and order to like penetrate in from behind, break through the rigid 442,
right.
And then so they're going, well, how do we do this? Because they've got the big baguette, you've got the British Expeditionary Force by Belgium, We're not going to go through the pig forest because it would take 3 days and 3 nights.
Yeah, there's pigs in there.
There's pigs in there. And then this is where they go, have you heard about this thing called methamphetamine?
No, I haven't. No one has.
No. Well, they're giving it to people. They're giving amphetamines to people as vitamin injections to just be more focused and stuff.
Biohacking.
They're biohacking in the 40s. And so they realised that if you give the Panzer Division soldiers meth, they don't have to sleep.
Right.
And so that's how they go, well, we could go through the pig forest if we're all on meth.
Because who gives a fuck? I'm on meth.
I'm on meth.
Everything's a pig forest when you're on meth.
Yeah, everything's a pig forest when you're on meth. So the German military then order, with the massive German pharmaceutical giant, they order millions of dosages of methamphetamine.
Big pharma.
Big pharma.
Yeah.
Big pig farmer. Pig farmer. Hitler specifically, because everyone was like, "Oh, is he on drugs during the Berlin Olympics?" No, because he's clean living. He's Chris Williamson. He's Joe Rogan. He's like, oh, my body's a temple. It's an art's temple. I'm vegetarian. I'm teetotal.
Yeah. Then
he has a problem with digestion, and Hitler's farting a lot.
Is he?
Hitler's farting a lot in the late 30s. So, blood, like he's. Hitler's farty, right?
Right.
And he's like, I really would like...
undermining, I'm an authoritarian...
Yeah, it's undermining his vibe. And we will cleanse the night... Oh, 9!
Yeah, it does take away from the aura.
It takes away from the great... Brother,
Yeah,
Hitler,
And we are the master... The master what? You can't even fucking hold your bowels
We need the Lebensraum in an 9 blood.
Everyone who is not white smells.
Yeah, that downfall scene is just him on the toilet.
What do Hitler's farts sound like, do you reckon? Were they like that? Or are they like... they're all like... I think they're more like... They're like a ranty fart.
Yeah, they're angry. Blop! That's what it sounds like. Shit's hit the bowl. Blop! Blop!
That's when he's shitting.
Yeah.
Blop!
Yeah. He was a great orator, of course. Devil-tongued arsehole Hitler had. Anyway, Christ. So Hitler becomes like a sort of biohacking, optimizing athletic greens kind of guy.
And Germany are very forward-looking, right, with a lot of their technology. Even their military things, it's a lot about what's the newest, how are we going to kind of innovate.
Tanks.
Yeah.
But also he is, fascism, health, big titted
Adonis,
women, milk, Milchmutti.
Yeah.
Oh, nine. You can't be farting after the...
Yeah, they're not going to be people who talk about body positivity.
No.
Get the fatties off magazine covers.
Get them
into
telly.
documentaries again about how fat they are.
That's where they belong. So he has this doctor called Morel who starts curing him with probiotics, and then Morel is always like pushing the boundaries of medicine, going, well, you should take vitamins, which is again is a new discovery.
Yeah.
So he's injecting Hitler with vitamin supplements, which is like
they're like taking fish oil.
Yeah, it becomes a euphemism for speed later on in the 50s. But at this point, it is just vitamins. Then in 41, when they're doing Operation Barbarossa, Hitler gets Russian flu, which is a particularly bad, like a Russian salad. It's bad. It's pretty bad. Tinned, eggy. Anyway, so but it's a really crucial military moment. And so there's like a military meeting he needs to be at because he wants people to he wants to separate the invasion rather than just attack Moscow.
Right.
And so his doctor's like, well, I could sort you out, and basically gives an injection of opioids. And then Hitler's like, fuck me, that's good. My headache's completely gone, and I feel completely alert.
Opioids aren't methamphetamines, are they?
No, I know.
Okay, right.
But Hitler was never on meth.
Right.
Hitler was on opioids.
Okay.
So Hitler then gets hooked on opioids for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And then the whole reason he gets all shaky is because he withdraws and he's off them. And then he's just like eating chocolate and shit. He's trying to fill the...
Right. So he's got his cravings.
Yeah.
He's got the munchies.
So it's like, when he takes the glasses off, he's just like, he's missing the opioids.
So he took... Okay, fine. But he's not on speed, because I guess he's not going through the forest. He's making the decision.
The troops are on speed.
That high is quite different to methamphetamine.
Is ecstasy? Is it ecstasy?
I think that's an amphetamine. There's lots of different... They're all within the family. But in general, I think what it does is it's a chemical, and it's all about the shape of the thing, locks in, causes... your brain to be flooded with dopamine, and then not let back in or something.
Right.
So it's like it just stays
not
there.
let the sadness in.
Yeah. So normally dopamine kind of goes in and out, right? But it basically just charges it all out and doesn't let it back in. So it's just fizzing around in your head.
Yeah. But this is interesting that
But it doesn't. This is not ecstasy, because it's not like I just fucking love you.
No,
oh mate, I
the
fucking
Blitzkrieg
love
is not.
you, man.
Yeah. They'd be like hugging pigs in the pig forest.
Yeah. Because it's more cokey, because coke is like, I'm going to fucking take over the
start
world.
a business, yeah.
But ecstasy is like,
we should just fucking invade France with the fucking forest. I'm going to go for that pig forest. Fuck it.
Do you think Hitler on ecstasy, do you think he'd have gone harder, or do you think he'd have been...
No, on ecstasy, I think if it's the first time he'd come up on ecstasy...
He'd go up to an Orthodox Jew and be like, fuck, do you know what, mate?
No, mate, I'm not...
Do you know what, mate? I fucking love what you do with your hair. I love it.
Man.
I love that hat. It looks great on you.
It looks really good, man.
I want that. Can I have that hat? I want that
There's
hat.
the come down. Kills them all.
It feels so soft.
Kills them all.
Why is it so soft, that hat?
Here in the morning, kills them all.
All of them. Kills them all.
Female history is, it's like, do women nag men enough to change the world?
Yes, you're right.
Do you know,
yeah,
it's the history of
nagging
to create extraordinary
Adolf,
change.
are you sure we should go through the pig forest? Ava! Plop! 9! Plop! It's like a one-man band where he's snorting a line. Blood!
He's got symbols between his legs.
Blood! Luxembourg, Holland, they all fall. And the British Expeditionary Force realise they are completely surrounded by
Europeans.
some coked up Eurotrash motorcycle and Hells Angels with a farting commander-in-chief behind them. Blood! Blood! Blondie! The dog's running wild.
Terrifying.
This is the height of Hitler's successes.
Do you think?
Well, this bit and then Paris.
Yeah. Paris is... Yeah.
We'll always have Paris. Hitler in Paris, which we're not dealing with because this happens just after Dunkirk, but There is an element of melancholy when I watch the footage of Hitler looking around Paris.
Because he thinks
he's
it was a walk in the park.
Yeah. But that's also, it's like, if we just stopped, if we didn't go east, we'd have Paris.
And that's a lovely day trip, isn't it?
I think Paris would be
Once
better.
you've conquered Paris,
yeah,
seeing all the sights, that's lovely.
But I also just think,
no tourists.
I think Paris would be better if it was run by Nazis.
You surprised me.
Yeah. It's a toilet.
Needs cleaning. Bit of bleach in there.
Bit of Nazi bleach. Adolf loved trout. Well, I thought he was vegetarian.
No, he liked a bit of trout as well, apparently.
Trout.
Yeah.
That can't help his guts. Bit of farty trout.
Bum's gone.
No wonder his bum's gone.
Bum's gone.
So the British are surrounded.
Right.
There's a plan to retreat back to the port of Dunkirk, and they're surrounded by fucked meth heads.
Yeah.
Bear in mind Rommel, right? Rommel apparently loved crystal meth, the tank commander.
Right.
So you know how it's called the Desert Fox?
Right.
Apparently Norman Earler, the historian, says he's actually called the Crystal Fox.
Really?
Because that's how much he smoked meth.
And is crystal meth that's slightly different to speed? So I wonder if that's like crystal meth is like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That's like the itchy fucking.
Yeah, no
like,
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which really, it does sort of. The whole Battle of El Alamein. If you reframe that as crystal meth versus autism, you can see why Monty wins, isn't it? An autistic man will always beat a guy on meth.
Yeah.
Rock, paper,
a
scissors.
game of Risk.
Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, Risk. Fuck it, you're taking meth and playing Risk. That's the last thing. I did actually play drinking Risk once. Yeah. Where it's every time you lose a territory, you have to drink.
Right.
Every time you sign a treaty with someone, you have to drink. I think it ended up with someone doing a poo in a bath.
Right.
But the Nazis the war machine was so dependent on drugs that they came up with this super soldier drug, this is in 1944, which was you'd combine 5 milligrams of cocaine, 3 milligrams of methamphetamine, and 5 milligrams of oxycodone or something. Yeah. And what they did was they got Sachsenhausen concentration camp, which is outside Berlin. I've been to. This is where a lot of the lab stuff, some fruity stuff, pretty fruity stuff happening in that camp. They'd get prisoners to take this drug and then march in boots for like 4 days, and they were
Jewish.
Yeah, and they were basically just testing the boots. They didn't care about the prisoners.
Animal testing, basically.
Basically, has this drug been tested on animals? No, don't worry. It's been tested on Jews. Fine.
Yeah, because Hitler would hate animal testing.
Of course, he's a vegetarian.
He's a member of PETA.
He's an empath. So bear in mind, these Nazi soldiers are on Pervitin, which is lowering their inhibition, increasing their aggression, and dulling their empathy.
Right.
So you could say the whole Nazi thing is like you're not you when you're on drugs. If you were,
but you not on drugs is a Nazi.
Well, again, but can you take the drugs out of the Nazi? You can't take the Nazi out of the drugs.
And it's like I've been sober for 5 days. I still want to kill Jews. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, it wasn't the drugs then. Right. Fine. But that's what we needed Nuremberg to find out.
Yeah.
I'm an empath. So the first Nazi war crime, which kind of sets the tone for the war, is on the 27th of May 1940 in a little village called Le Paradis, Paradise Village.
Right.
Again, Paradise, that is, I guess it depends on your perspective. 97 British soldiers from the Royal Norfolks they've surrendered after mounting a fierce defence.
Because there's not huge animosity between the two, Britain and Germany, at this stage, right?
No.
There's still respect to the two nations.
Soldiers from the SS division Totenkopf, which means deadhead, which again is quite, if you... It's like, if you've got skulls on the badge,
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the bad guys? They surrender, they all line up, and then they just all machine gun them against the barn wall.
Right.
And then finished off with bayonets. And there are 2 survivors, Privates Albert Poley and William O'Callaghan, and they play dead, and then they sort of... They fuck off eventually.
Yeah, if you were lined up and shot against the wall, you always think, whenever you see it in films, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always imagining how I'd try and get out of that.
Yeah.
And it's just, you'd collapse when it starts going and try and
you'd fall
be
down
as dead as possible.
Before they shout fire, I go,
oh, yeah. And then you just...
It's diving, isn't it? It's diving. But the worst thing that happens is you get sent off for it.
Yeah.
You just get shot. You get shot.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Kill me?
Yeah.
I'm already dead.
Do a big fart and see what happened.
Yeah.
Blop, blop, and oh no, they put the guns down.
What are you hoping to happen with a big fart there, Finn?
I don't know, but I'm backed into a corner. What you know?
I don't think either of these are good solutions. I mean, to be fair, you don't have many.
There's no bad suggestions. We're talking about Hitler. Finally, we're finally talking about Hitler. Is he still alive? Is he still alive?
Could he still? How old would Hitler be if he was still alive?
Born in 1888, I believe. No, born in.
His 50th birthday was in 1939, I believe.
He was 26 when the 23rd when the Titanic sank.
Born in 1889. Good in from you.
20th April 1889. This is one of my favourite parts about Googling Hitler. Born, Branau im Inn, died, Führerbunker. It's a great place to die when your name is the place. Like dying in the Taylor bunker would be a great.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
You know you've lived a colourful life if you die in a bunker named after you.
That's a step up from a blue plaque. It's having a Führer bunker.
Yeah.
Because nowadays you invent a thing or you're a woman at the right time, you get a plaque, right?
A woman at the right time?
Yeah, like certain women just have to be women at the right time, they get a plaque.
Right. What,
this woman was the first woman who wore a hat and everyone went, wow. Do you know what I mean? So women weren't allowed to wear hats. And then this woman in 19 whatever wore a hat. Let's give her a plaque. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the first woman.
Mary Curie.
This is the first woman to have a drink in public. Yeah, whatever. I don't care what her name is. She wore a hat once. Brilliant.
Mary Curie, the first woman to wear a hat.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Plaque. Yeah, well, whatever. I've not read the rest of the plaque because it's a woman's name and I can't be bothered. Do you reckon I could have a Hitler sex doll? Legally.
Well, how old is the Hitler sex doll?
Of age.
Okay, so it's not Hitler as a child.
No, that would be weird. That would be really weird.
What's going on there?
What the fuck's going on there? Were you gonna fuck Hitler before? Were you gonna fuck Hitler? Like, you know, you go back.
You applied to have a Hitler sex doll, and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then you turn up, and it's like a 6-year-old Hitler. That's just a young German boy. No, it's not. It's Hitler.
You go back in time to fuck Hitler.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop him doing his crime.
Yeah, fuck him as baby. That was the thing.
But
right?
again, I think you could really let loose on him because it's Hitler.
But it's Hitler as a boy.
Yeah. So fuck him up.
Right. Hitler in the bunker.
Yeah.
Der Führerbunker.
Yeah.
He's done the downfall speech. Blut. He's done that.
Oops.
The Russians are coming. In ihrem eigenen Blut.
Yeah.
And then night, the kids. McCann's going out for tapas.
Is he thinking, oh, did I fuck this?
I think I might have fucked this.
Is he thinking that? Or is he just like...
Well, he's blasted on fucking meth, isn't he? He's sweaty, he's drug addicted.
Yeah.
He's vegetarian, so he's not even looking forward to his dinner. He's not got much going on in his life. He's got a lot going on actually. He's got far too much going on. We've all been stressed.
Yeah.
Hitler
Burnout.
He's got burnout. He's got the definite that film should really be called Burnout rather than Downfall. The definition of burnout.
ADHD burnout.
He can't stop bringing his work home with him. His home's now underground. There are several theories that come out about what Hitler did next. So it's one of the great Wikipedia scrolls, if you're that way inclined.
Yeah.
This is immediately after the war. This is a leaflet distributed to Allied leaders who think Hitler may have escaped, and this is what he could look like in disguise. Can you just zoom in, Charlie, on the various levels of disguise?
Right.
So we've got 6 different Hitlers here. Download it. You've got 6 different Hitlers to enjoy.
Hitler many faces.
It's almost like a Guess Who or something.
Yeah.
We should make a Guess Who with the different faces of Hitler. So zoom in top left.
Right, who looks
left,
the best?
Top left, you've got sort of Jewish Dr. Hitler.
Yeah, receding hairline.
Top right is Hitler as he is. Yeah.
Hitler we know and love.
Top left, hang on, top left. That's Hitler, to describe for the listeners, Hitler
receding hairline with spectacles and like your beard.
Pretty much
it's
my
the closest to you actually of the lot.
Yeah, if I put your glasses on.
That's pretty much.
And then do that. It's not a million miles away, is it?
That's it.
They're pretty sure he's dead, and there is the incontrovertible proof that there's dental records. They find Hitler's teeth. Now, I'd like to know where they are. I'd like to go see them.
Yeah.
Hitler's teeth in the museum.
Are they worried that it's become a bit of a shrine?
Maybe. Possibly. I don't know where they've gone, but there are Hitler's dental records. Are there any? There's not really much Hitler merch you can go get. Not merch, but there's Hitler merch. Oh, I'm sure you can find some.
Yeah, but
if you
Hitler memorabilia. There's Nazi memorabilia, but like Hitler's clothes, there's. I guess it's too dangerous because people like you would go there.
Yeah.
and get fizzy with it.
No, just fascinated. Yeah. Do you think I'd just be caught, left to my own devices, just deeply smelling Hitler's coat?
But you know, they don't have any of his stuff anywhere.
Smelling his underwear.
There's Nazi memorabilia.
I'd smell Hitler's pants.
But is there Hitler's stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, come on. You only live once. First escape theory. Argentina. Rat line. The classic. The rat line.
Go somewhere else, lad.
One of the most enduring theories claims Hitler didn't die in the bunker but escaped to Argentina with other high-ranking Nazis. So some U-boats were spotted off the coast of South America after the war, and several Nazis like Eichmann, who we just dealt with, and Mengele did escape to Argentina. The claims is that he lived in a remote village in Patagonia with Ava Braun and possibly fathered children.
Well, what was Ava Braun?
Hey?
Where did Ava... Oh, because she died, or maybe she...
Ava Braun Town.
Possibly fathered children, damn.
Forensics on Hitler's dental remains contradict this.
Imagine if his kid was Greta Thunberg.
Hitler's kid's Greta Thunberg.
And then he's like, I am your father. It's like that whole
thing.
It's
like Star Wars.
Yeah. Greta Thunberg's like, no.
Greta Thunberg's like, no, you have stolen my future. You have stolen my future. And it just morphs into Hitler. You have stolen my future. Blood. I can see that at the UN, just morphing into Hitler.
Or like Grandchild, and she has no idea. Like, that would be a great film. Greta Thunberg finds out her granddad's Adolf Hitler.
I don't think I could cope with the narrative the world has offered me. If Greta Thunberg turned out to be Hitler's goddaughter. That'd be funny. That'd be funny if I made Hitler just after he died. If you could do that, if you could make
you can. Just people don't.
No, because you have to christen them to have.
Oh, they have to be at the christening.
I guess so, but it'd be quite funny to have like an urn and say that's Hitler. And he's my daughter's godfather.
Godführer. He's my daughter's Godführer.
Mein Gottführer. Yeah, this is my Gottführer. Then there's this one, this mad. Hitler went to the Antarctic.
Right.
Snow Hitler. Bit of fun. This ties into a whole thing about Nazi occultism, which we'll need to do. We'll need to do an episode on, or a series. Some claim that he joined a breakaway civilization of aliens and ancient beings. Right. You'll be into this sort of shit. Yeah. But the funniest photo of this whole thing, and the kind of crowning glory of this whole argument. Now, I think maybe he went there. Maybe he went to Brazil after Argentina. Maybe that's the theory. Or maybe he went straight to Brazil. Right. But there is a photo that is an alleged sighting of Hitler in what would be the 70s with his new girlfriend in Brazil. Charlie, do you want to get it up? There he is. Hitler with a bum bag and his arm round a big batty Gial in Brazil, wearing a flat cap. He's got rid of the tash and he's just like, yeah, I'm in an interracial marriage, mate. And what?
Yeah.
This Miguel.
So he's sort of like a sex tourist.
Yeah,
he's
with
sort
a big
of like
collar.
a guy who's gone through a couple of divorces, and now his kids won't talk to him. So he's like, fuck it. I'm going to fucking Thailand.
I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to marry a 13-year-old. I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, all the sex stories in Thailand. There's just like, I've given up.
Who cares?
Fuck. Yeah.
I don't have any mates anyway.
Yeah.
I just made money all my life, and I'm going to come here and fucking buy a kid to marry. That's what I'm going to do.
I don't care.
But just look at his scrunched up face, no tash, roll up sleeves, just like, this is my gal.
What can a man not change?
Oh, but also the idea of Hitler not giving a fuck is terrifying, isn't it? I'd argue he didn't give much of a fuck all his life. Or he really gave a fuck about the wrong stuff, I guess. But who's she? That's what I want to know. Can you go to the... I think it's...
Eva Braun.
That's not...
Eva Very Brown.
Charlie. That's a learned Chuck. Oh, God. Right. That's your clickbaity thumbnail.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Is this Ava Braun? The woman in the photo is called Katinga. According to author Simon Rene Guerrero, Hitler bonded with her to show that he did not hate anyone who was not of the Aryan race. The book entitled Hitler in Brazil, His Life and Death, says that Hitler lived under the name Adolf Leipzig in the town of Nossa Senhora do Livramento, and that he was known among the residents as the Old German. Academics in Brazil have considered this theory completely worthless.
I wish that was true.
Katinga.
I wish that was true.
Imagine
that he was just
Hitler just fucks off.
I made all my money in the city. I had a really hectic life, and now I'm just going to enjoy the rest of it in Brazil with Katinga.
Yeah, me and Katinga, we're going to go like South Pat
I don't
Carnival.
want to talk about my old life. Yeah, it was very stressful.
I was a different man.
Yeah,
you know.
and it was just I worked, and now I'm retired.
I used to live to work,
I was so stressed then.
and now I work to live. I've gone to Brazil. Me and Katinga, we're going carnival. You going carnival this year?
You must be going
Adolf?
carnival.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going carnival. Me and Katinga definitely going
Blood!
carnival.
Yeah, he's just there at
Yeah, I
carnival.
just remember my old life. I was so stressed. Just like just the West. There's so much pressure on
I
you
know.
to like always work, and you just feel really disconnected with
You
what
just need to unplug.
Yeah,
Digital detox.
I couldn't do it again. Yeah, I was always shouting. So stressed, man.
I just took time to realise what's important in life.
Yeah. Paula.
Sounds like
Fucking Paula Hitler.
Sounds like a librarian.
Oh, Adolf's sister.
Paula Hitler? What, Adolf and Paula? Who's
Paula Hitler is what you call your librarian when she's when she's been an absolute Nazi about.
I'm returning it a day late.
All right, Paula
Come
Hitler.
on, Paula Hitler. Pull the other one. Otto Hitler. Who's that?
Little Otto.
How many brothers and sisters has he got? Gustav Hitler?
Angie Hitler.
Angie? There's fucking loads. Angela Hitler? There's fucking loads of them.
What's that picture? There's a lot of pictures of Hitler like chilling in the sunbed. That's where he seems like that's where he like hangs out the most.
Can we get Hitler family tree up, please, Charlie?
Is that his father or what?
Hitler's dad. Amazing.
It is amazing.
Amazing. If only he knew.
So Alois Hitler was Adolf's father, not his brother.
Do you know what? Whatever, you're always proud of your kid no matter what they do.
We need to talk about Hitler, we need to talk about Kevin.
We need to-
We need to talk
Is
about
that baby
Adolf.
Hitler? Yeah. Get him up.
No way. No way!
Wow. Wow.
How have I not seen this?
God. Hearts
You
melting.
couldn't kill that baby.
Hearts melting. So that's what you're dealing with. If they say go back in time to suck off Hitler, or kill him, that's what you're dealing with. Infant Adolf. And there he is. There he is there. God. The bookends of the life. Forget what happened in the middle. Wow.
He's a cute baby.
He's such a cute baby. He's just been told what he's going to do in his life. He's like, what?
What? Me?
Me? I'm a baby. What do you mean?
I like how he's got like Korean hair.
Yeah.
Like, it is interesting that he's got such dark hair for such a fucking blood.
Blood.
Nine.
Milk.
And we will get more milk.
Adolf, it's bedtime. I'll tell you what I love. Stan Getz.
Yeah.
I'm really into that.
Get us a Coke, Katinga. Get us Coke.
Rum and Coke, Katinga, would you?
Yeah. Katinga. I love her.
Oh, he
God,
smokes.
she'll be the death of me. This
He
woman,
smokes
I'm telling
rollies. He smokes rollies. Look at his scrunched up face. My soul is of a boomer who fought in the war.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, for the Germans.
But you're a millennial,
Yes,
which is mad to even say.
I'm a millennial on the outside. On the inside, I'm the commandant of a Nazi Einsatzgruppe on the Eastern Front. I mean, it's a terrifying mixture. What I'd like you to do, Charlie, is to plan a sort of Nazi mini break.
Yeah. What's the holiday? What holidays?
What are the holidays are they on? In my head,
Who was
it's
the big holiday maker? It was who's the one who loved all? Who was the fat puff? Himmler.
Ernst Röhm,
Yeah.
the bathhouse guy.
Yeah. I mean, he died before the.
No, yeah, he got taken out the night of the long
But
knives.
yeah, he loved like a Wes Anderson bathhouse and getting bummed.
Can you get ChatGPT up?
Yeah.
You're a travel designer.
Yeah. I want you to act as my high-end travel agent.
I want you to act as my high-end travel agent.
I am a high-ranking Nazi, and I would like to go on a German. I'd like to holiday
in Europe.
in Central Europe. Here we go. Holiday itinerary. A wealthy German (brackets Nazis) vacation in fascist Italy, summer 1940. Here we go.
Was the summer. Summer that never ended.
This in my head is the Indian summer that never ended. Empire, elegance, and espresso.
Right.
I love how ChatGPT will give you like a shit 2-for-1 novel as a title.
Yeah.
Empire, elegance, and espresso.
An Axis Grand Tour.
And oh my God, don't get me going on an Axis Grand Tour. Florence, yep. I want to Lake.
Tuscan chocolatiers.
Yeah.
Yep. Rome, power, pomp and pasta.
Keep going down.
Go down.
Amalfi Coast.
I did think about going to the Amalfi Coast.
Amalfi Coast, Nazis on the Amalfi Coast.
Here we go. Aristocratic calm.
Nice, yes.
When Nazi style meets aristocratic calm. Lake Como, Lake Maggiore. You stay at Villa d'Este.
Yeah.
You boat sketching the scenery. You read Nietzsche or Schopenhauer.
I am the Ubermensch. I deserve this.
Yeah. Afternoon chocolates and espresso and Bellagio. I mean that's basically the holiday I've just been on.
Yeah, quiet luxury.
Yeah. The British are completely surrounded around the port of Dunkirk.
Right.
And there's a narrow corridor, and this is the great what if. Because Hitler orders the Panzer divisions to stop.
The Halt Order.
The Halt Order. This is arguably where he loses the war.
Yeah, so obviously when you hear this story, you're like, just keep going.
Yeah.
But there are reasons why I didn't keep going.
Well, there's lots of different theories as to why.
Yeah.
Or rather, there's many different factors. Firstly, it's that it's quite boggy around Dunkirk. It's not good for tanks.
Yeah.
Bit of a sticky wicket. Secondly, Goering wants the Luftwaffe to destroy the BEF.
Right.
And Goering's a full Nazi, and the army's like not as Nazi as the Air Force. Yeah. I think it goes, in terms of how Nazi you are, Luftwaffe, army, Navy.
Really?
The Navy's the least Nazi element of the German.
Sky Nazis are the...
Sky Nazis.
Right.
Sea Nazis are not,
Yeah.
No.
It's a bit fruitier.
It's too fruity.
Yeah.
Also...
You don't want a soggy Nazi.
Soggy Nazi. What's that, soggy biscuit? Soggy Nazi.
Soggy Nazi is what you want to play. You dress up as a Nazi officer and loads of people come at you.
What? Everyone comes on me as a Nazi, and then...
I'll be the Nazi, you come at me.
And how do you lose or win? Or do I win?
I think you win.
Because I'm in the... Right.
Yeah, because you're covered in cum and dressed as a Nazi.
Right, okay. So it's more of a Nazi bukkake that I've...
What's the worst type of Nazi? Is it like a space Nazi or a kind
Space Nazi's too powerful, right?
We never got to see space Nazis. Again, if we Freudian slip there. This is a history podcast hosted by Nazi apologists. That's the niche.
Well,
Who is it? Which one of us? Yeah, it's a fun game. If they had decimated us.
Feels unnatural, doesn't it?
It really does. I'm really doing my best here. I'm aware that I'm going to be tried by Sophie Hagen.
I'm going to send you straight to the Sophie Hagen.
I'm going podcast courts. If the Nazis...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those guys. If they had wiped us out, then maybe...
It's hard to work out because you're so used to not having cameras on and speaking freely.
I know. I've gone all coy. Then they might have developed space Nazis that we would have gone, oh, horrible, gross.
I hate that.
God, fascinating though. What would they look like? What have they done?
What, swastikas
on the moon? The dark side of the moon? Turn around, it's just a massive swastika.
Hate that.
Imagine the moon landing, but it's a swastika.
Yeah, I'd hate that.
Yeah, awful. In 1945, when the game's up, and Hitler says to Churchill, I don't know why you're trying to attack Germany and invade Germany when I didn't. I was gave you a sporting chance at Dunkirk.
Oh, really? He said that?
He was like, yeah, I decided not to destroy you actually, because I was like, well, it's not cricket, is it?
Do you think there's an element of that?
No.
No.
Because the person who started that was Hitler in February 45, which is the most backed into a corner anyone's ever been.
Yeah, but do you not think... So he did respect the British... And he didn't want to necessarily destroy the British. He wanted a sort of Saxon partnership.
Well, that's a conspiracy theory that he saw racial parity between the two and wanted their empire.
It's not even conspiracy. Well, it was more like
it is started by Hitler in February 45.
Yeah,
so
okay.
You have to take it with a pinch of salt.
With a scoop of sauerkraut.
With a scoop of sauerkraut. You must take what Hitler says in February 45 with a scoop of sauerkraut.
Was there something else going on?
Yes, he was quite busy at the time. Quite stressed.
But
I'd say he
Hitler
had. I'd say he had burnout. The 26th of May, 1940. This is a bad day.
For who?
For us, the Brits. For we British, who hate the Nazis. This is a bad day.
What is this after the war?
No, this is just before they launched
the
Dunkirk evacuation.
But
because the whole channel's mined. Yeah,
I guess there's like, do you think there's even a slight overestimating the Nazis at times, like the fear factor of how quickly they've done all of this?
Yeah.
Because they don't have a great navy at this point at all either.
The Kriegsmarine.
They won't be able to cross the channel that well. I guess it's just about getting the troops across. But once you have, like, even when the small boats start the boats.
Start the boats. Start the boats.
Stop the boats now.
Stop. Right, we've got them back. Stop the boats.
Stop the fucking...
No more boats. Stop them. Anyway, this is the start of the darkest 2 days in Britain's history.
Right.
Again, from a certain perspective.
So what's the feeling? Is it similar to like, I don't know, like a World Cup semi-final on during it, like the streets?
What, you mean people have got St George's flags out?
Well, it's just people, yeah, but people...
And everyone's like, are they far right? Or
there's like a quietness.
Just football on, I don't know what's going on.
That kind of quietness you have when there's
the hush, the Lord's hump, yeah.
So we're losing a World Cup semi-final, and that's what the streets feel like.
I mean, yeah, for Hitler and the Nazis, Dunkirk is like Southgate missing a penalty.
Right.
It's like, what if?
Yeah.
So Germany is Southgate, Hitler's Southgate. They're going over Dunkirk, and they've missed it. They've let them go. The Reich has fallen. Oh no! What could have been? Everyone is thinking, what could have been? Fuck. Terry Venables is thinking, fuck, we could have.
Goring's like, fuck.
And now all that has to happen is they have to open up a second front, and the Americans join the war. Oh my God! No, they've done it. They've done it. They've defeated Hitler. And look, there he is, devastated. This is the closest Britain ever comes to doing peace with Hitler.
Yeah.
Because the situation's perilous.
So what are you doing in this war cabinet? What are you doing in this war
cabinet?
I'm
going, let's open up discussions. Let's get him in. Let's see what he has to say. He's a great public speaker. They look very stylish. I'm just I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Sorry, who are you?
Yeah. What party are you here from? Don't mind me. I'm from the future.
I'm from the Nazi Party of Great Britain.
My name is Vidkrum Quisling. No, so Halifax is like, guys...
Well, no, what you do is you're ready to take over when Hitler...
Yeah, I'd be like...
You're prepared to take over the Vichy government style.
No, I'd stand up, like, when Churchill's like, we'll fight them on the beaches, I'll go, well, actually, no, we won't. And Hitler's appointed me as head of Great Britain.
We'll make friends with them on the beaches.
We'll kiss them on the beaches, give them a hug, shake their hand. The Germans drop thousands of leaflets from the air during the evacuation with a map of the German positions surrounding the mall, which is how the Nolan film opens.
Yes.
Someone lifting up a leaflet. And it says, Kameraden, put down your weapons, you're surrounded.
Well, they should have done it in English.
Yeah, because then the British are like, fucking...
I don't speak fucking French.
What was this? Is Chinese or something? And they all wipe their ass with it, which is quite funny.
Thank you for the toilet paper. I appreciate that. Well, I guess they wanted to keep the sanitation levels high, so they dropped lots of toilet
Paris
paper.
Is over there. You want to drop the toilet paper over there. The toilet's just down. Yeah, you're a bit north. This is a bin. The British military back in London launch Operation Dynamo.
Nice. Like the magician.
The magician. He's going to go over there.
Dynamo. My best friend's my granddad.
He's going to go over there and blow the Nazis' mind with some sleight of hand.
I found magic when I was getting bullied at school. The only person who didn't bully me was my granddad.
Anyway, the British operation, they send a magician to take a... Oh, what's that behind your ear? Oh, it's an egg. And Hitler's like, bloop. And
what was Hitler like? Bloop. Right.
You know,
right.
You know, black people reacting to magic.
Yeah.
Imagine Hitler reacting to magic. Farty Hitler reacting to magic. It was like, and then, what's this?
Yeah.
Blood in the bladder. Yeah. That's
I don't think Hitler liked magic.
No, he didn't. Although he liked making people disappear. I'm going to make an entire race.
Yeah.
Anyway, now bear in mind that the reason the Luftwaffe aren't they're meant to be like they've been charged with destroying us.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah, we know it's us. You don't need to.
No.
Yeah.
Us, the good guys, the British.
Yeah,
us.
you don't need to.
Yeah, no, not the.
We get it.
Not the horrible stinking Nazis in their 1,000-year dream Reich.
No,
not their.
You don't need to keep expanding on it.
Fever dream. What if? Imagine. Not that.
That's implicit.
Yeah. No. Of course, you can't take things for granted. There's some terrible people with terrible opinions out there.
Yeah. Imagine.
I prefer this film.
What? Sliding doors?
Sliding doors, but it's of a death train.
Explain. So what's the premise? What's the sliding doors moment of the death train?
I guess Hitler's on a train and the doors close and those are the doors to get to.
I mean, the sliding doors is he gets into art school, isn't it?
But then he wouldn't be Hitler.
Don't look so serious.
So sad.
So sad.
No, that's not the slide. The sliding doors is this. This is Hitler's sliding doors.
But then he wouldn't be Hitler.
Hitler's gone, right, Panzers again. Yeah, Panzers again. Blob. Right, and gets the Panzers going again. So the ring is tightening, not just Hitler's. The ring is tightening around Dunkirk. And
what was that man feel like? Over the radio. I think there's a bit...
There's some interference
I told you. Panzers... No!
There's some interference on the line. Herr Kommissar. Mein Führer... Are you going through a tunnel? I can't quite hear you. What are you... Anyway. 47,310 British troops are evacuated, which overtakes the original number that was aimed in Dynamo in one day. So now they start thinking, fuck, I reckon we might be able to get everyone out now.
So originally, with ambitious ideas of what Dynamo could be, they just thought it'd be like, ideally, like 30,000 people.
Yeah, they were like 40,000 in 2 days would be amazing. That would be incredible. And then the rest are just fucked.
The Germans fucked it.
The Germans fucked it.
They absolutely fucked it.
That's what I've been saying. Hitler, after this, shouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's what I'd say to him. If I'd say to him after Dunkirk, I don't know how you sleep at night. I think you should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed.
You should be ashamed. That was an open goal. I
know, it's a Holocaust. No, Dunkirk.
No.
I'm
not letting you get off the hook for Dunkirk.
Stop bringing up the Holocaust. Who gives a fuck?
Whatever. You had an open goal there, and you fucking Fernando Torres'd it. You had too much time to think.
I mean, there was more people on the beach in Dunkirk than you killed in the Holocaust.
Yeah. Probably, I don't know.
All of his famous speeches, like, we must not go, don't ask what you should do for your country, ask
what your country can do for you.
No, the other way around. But during that speech, he was actually getting head underneath the podium. Do you know that?
I can believe that.
So the only reason that he wasn't, like, constantly humping is because he was getting sucked off.
Yeah, exactly. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask you what God.
Yeah, they had to wheel him out. It's the only time he can focus.
That's why he said, Ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a donut. Because that's what he says when he comes. I'm a donut. Fuck me.
Yeah, he came so hard he turned German for a second.
Yeah. We've all been there. We're
cross-eyed.
When my wife goes, it's like the end of Downfall. My wife goes, my God, quite a sight. In blood! It's that bit in the bunker. In the bunker with the meme.
This is my girlfriend coming. just slow fury.
Yeah, it's the Lieb Gott, Klick, Himmels, Raus.
I love that bit because I love the bit where he's like, well, if you can just do this, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no,
the Russians are outside. So that's when I get to third base. She asks everyone else to leave the room, which is fair enough.
No, not everyone. There's still three.
There's still three guys left. Yeah, just leave the guys. Just leave the three guys in the portrait.
Yeah, it's like, can everyone leave? Not you.
Not you.
You need to watch this.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I'm glad. I think it was been too long without a Hitler impression.
Yeah,
even though it's.
We should have a clock on the wall where we could.
How
many minutes we go
before we do a Hitler impression. Today on the podcast, the history.
Liam Payne died.
Oh yeah, Liam Payne died. It's the history of One Direction. Is that what we do?
R.I.P.
And the One Direction he fell was down. That must have been made already. I don't really know who.
It's quite early, so you can get the hack quips. You could get in there.
Victoria will clip that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't really know who he is. I know that he's with Harry Styles in that band from the X Factor.
Yes.
10 years ago?
One Direction. He's one of the 5 people who were put together, made a mega boy band, and then they all went their separate ways, and no one really had success apart from Harry Styles.
So there was the Indian guy.
Yeah.
What was he called?
Zayn.
Yeah. So there was a while where he was the big guy.
Yeah. They thought it was
then he
him.
disappeared.
He disappeared. He broke off first to try and make it big, and then nothing really happened for him.
So Zayn is like Bismarck.
Sure.
And Styles is Hitler.
Okay.
Payne
is Cal like Simon Cowell, like Hindenburg. I don't know.
Yeah, he's orchestrating everything. Sorry, we're doing Rise of the Nazis on the podcast this week. It's the Rise of the Nazis. It's another history podcast. So Liam Payne, I guess, is Ernst Kaltenbrunner. No, we don't know who Liam Payne is.
Right. So I guess with the Nazis, it's sort of like, I do believe that all men
are Nazis.
All men are interested in Nazis, whether they admit it or not.
Yeah.
And if they say they're not,
they're gay.
There's a repression, right?
Yeah.
And they're deluding themselves. They're the scary ones.
By
right?
the time they hit 50,
yeah,
they will be interested in the Nazis. And it will be a burning passion because they've been repressing it for so long.
Yeah. What do you think? So, what do you think is the prevailing interest in the Nazis for men? Is it more like a?
I guess it's the biggest
guy time.
No, it's the biggest. It's the furthest the boys have ever got without their wives calling them on it. It's a stag do that went the furthest. It's the Nazis. That's why men are fascinated in it, because they go, God,
how'd you get away with that?
How'd you get away? What, her indoors didn't stop you doing that? Fuck me. Wow. They had them whipped back in the day.
Eva, what a woman.
Wow. I think that's why we're fascinated by it. It's just like, there's no handbrake on what the boys want to do.
I guess it's like how naughty can you get?
Yeah, totally.
It's the naughtiest boys who've ever lived.
Yeah, it's the naughtiest boys that's ever lived. It's what you can get away with. And it turns out that you can get away with a lot. But also,
they were so naughty, they sort of invented our kind of concept of naughtiness.
That's not Nazis also so nearly naughty, isn't it?
Yeah.
The naughty.
Well, they're not trying to be cute.
Well, that's just German for naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
The naughty party.
The naughty boys.
The naughty boys. Ein, zwei. I guess it's the aesthetic, isn't it, as well?
That adds to it. They're the perfect villains, right?
They are the archetype.
Yeah.
Because for all stories.
And I think the perfect villain is a homophobe who's gay, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's like someone with really backwards conservative views who's so clearly a gay man.
Gay camp. And also German.
And the German gay combo is gay Italian, that's too much.
Well, that's just Italian.
Yeah, you're just doubling down. It's double cream. It's
double cream.
It's thick. But then the Germans, there's something there. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah. No, stop.
And the thing is, even when they try not to be gay, they can't help it. Right? So the first thing we're doing is we're going to ban homosexuality.
Yeah.
I think it's a sin.
It's also the reason why it got so far, Nazism, was that they're going, stop.
No,
don't put them on trains.
No. Well, you mean that's the German citizens who let
they go, oh no.
No, you couldn't possibly.
The whole concept of evil is the Nazis.
Yeah, they invented it. Before it was more like, it was just all's fair in love and war.
Yep. Sorry about that. Right, yeah.
Until that, and now it's like not everything's fair in love and war. That's not fair.
It's the aesthetic. It's the slick backed hair.
Yeah.
It's the leather boots, thigh high leather boots. They're on horses. They're also obsessed with mythology. They're trying to. It's basically at the time when they start getting into like Egyptian artifacts, it must have seemed like the end of the world.
Yeah,
it was like coming full circle. I mean, look at this cunt, Christ. Oscar Derlewanger, convicted for rape of children and other crimes. Yeah, they're not all good guys. They're not all good guys. I mean, Christ. Derlewanger was the founder and commander of the SS Penal Unit. The Derlewanger Brigade, considered to be the most brutal and notorious Waffen-SS unit. He looks pretty Nazis, considered one of the most cruel and depraved individuals in all of history.
Well, fucking hell!
But what?
I've never even heard of Derlewanger. Oscar Derlewanger.
Derlewanger.
But I was watching a documentary about the Nazis, and the big thing that came across is that it was all the high command were incels who didn't fit in during the kind of the Weimar years, when the like they-thems, these cool they-thems with like piercings,
they took over
at polycule fuck parties, and these really straight-edged fucking Reddit incels. They don't know. They smell bad. They don't know what to say at they're conservative. They just don't have any of the cool. They don't like the cool music.
But also,
it flipped, and then they just took over, and
we all know the kind of rat-faced nasal nerd at school. Like we all know one of those people.
Yeah.
That's they basically end up taking power.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, and all of our, like, let's say there's 20 Nazi high command. None of them are good looking.
No.
None of them look how they want everyone to look. That's what's so fascinating. There's like no like blonde-haired, blue-eyed, Aryan.
No, they're all sweaty,
Ubermensch.
shit lids, horrible face, rat-faced. There's a big debate academically, which they discuss on the rest of history.
Yeah, fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. Hitler, Goebbels, Goering. That's the main academic debate. The rest is history, which is of course our sister podcast. If the sister was like retarded and sort of inbred and not actually really talked about, that's us to them.
Yeah.
We're the racist history, and they don't acknowledge publicly that we exist, but we do.
Yeah, we're Palestine.
We're Palestine. So Hitler wants to be an artist, but he's too much of an incel. And he's swanning about in Austria.
Can we get Hitler's paintings up? So Hitler was quite good at doing landscapes, but whenever it came to people, his faces were rubbish.
Oh, yeah?
Which makes sense.
Let's have
So
a
he
look.
could only really do, if you go on images, I reckon. Yeah, so the faces are always a bit rubbish. So like his landscapes, they're not terrible, right?
They're quite nice, actually. Wow, there's that Neuschwanstein.
Yeah.
Wow, that's better than I thought.
This guy's brilliant.
This guy's really good. It's a shame that he...
All right, now do Hitler faces in the paintings. So I don't think he did portraits, but just whenever there was people represented in his paintings.
So he couldn't really get a grip on... I mean, faces are hard. I find faces hard.
We got you.
Oh, yeah, is that a self-portrait there?
So like they're always just
There,
a
you
bit
look-
fucking rubbish.
He looks a bit
That's not him,
cross-eyed
that's
there.
not him. There's a lot of people who are painting.
Self-portrait... Yeah, he's that guy's not got a face in that photo.
But that shows that maybe he's lacking a bit of basic empathy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much an autism diagnosis in paint form. Yeah, I'll just draw the outline of a body, and then I don't really understand what that whole...
care.
But
look at this turret on this.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful mountain. I don't know what that thing is.
Look at that face. Look at that. He painted that.
Oh yeah, that's fucked. And he's obviously, so the woman is looking out the window and a guy is turning to face her. And he's done the woman. He's gone, you know what? I'm going to turn this guy looking inwards so I don't have to paint his face. I don't know what's going on. They're not terrible paintings though. So he was good enough at painting to be like, think he could have a future in it. And he went to art school in Vienna.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't get in. Did he not get in?
I don't know.
Did he get in? Did he get a drop or did he get a... No, I think he was a bad student in Munich.
And was that post World War I?
Adolf Hitler did not go to art school. He was He was applied to the academy twice in Vienna, 07, 08, rejected both times. Yeah. So that is pretty, to be rejected. So obviously 1907, he's like, I won't get in, but I'll have a gap year and then I'll apply again. 1908, they're like, nah, mate. And he's like, right, I'm going to kill the Jews. So Berghain opens in 1919.
Yes.
And then basically...
it's a techno party for 10 years till 1929.
Yeah.
And this is, Hitler's not fitting in with these cool guys.
He can't get into Berghain. No matter what he tries.
He's wearing leather.
Yeah. He's wearing all black. He gets the idea of the SS uniform because that's what he thinks Berghain wants. Whatever, Hitler doesn't get into Berghain. And then he meets one of the other boys. I want to say it's Ernst Röhm. It might have been...
Who's his first boy? Who's his like... is there going to be... does he have a moment with like...
I think maybe it's Goering.
Does he have anyone in the bunker where he grabs him by the back of the neck and said like, you
were there at the beginning. You're the OG, boy. We really did it. We did it. You know, like when Kamala calls Joe Biden.
Yeah.
We did it, Joe. Yeah, because it's Goebbels. So Hitler rings Goebbels. Hitler's like, we did it, Joe. You just got some Hitler quotes up. Do not compare yourself to others. Did Hitler say that? I feel like that's Jesus.
Yeah.
If you do, you're insulting yourself. Wow.
Like, I mean, a lot of it will probably be... Because, I mean,
I feel like Hitler should have compared himself to others a bit.
I mean, I think he would have been a good self-help guru. It's a lot of these people. You even see them on TikTok now.
Yeah.
Like, the basic inspirational, motivational quotes. These kind of people are good at it because he achieved so much.
Yeah.
It's just don't let him do anything else.
Yeah.
If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower.
That's quite dry, that one. We must compensate with willpower.
Yeah.
The only preventative measure one can take is to live regularly.
Live irregularly.
Oh, see, I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know.
I think he's lost it by this
I mean,
point.
a lot of it's like stop clocks right twice a day. He's shouting mad shit at pigeons, and then some
kill
of
the Jews. Yep, okay, that's right. So
eat grapefruit every morning. lick lampposts, skills idiots. We'll do the last one, actually, I reckon.
Yeah. We'll take every third thing you say. So Hitler comes to the top of the pile in this kind of like nascent Nazi party. Then there's the beer hall putsch, which is 20. I want to say it's 23.
Ali Pali.
It's Ali Pali. Yeah, that's Luke Littler's throwing arrows, and he misses double 20 to finish off. And the boys just go crazy.
Yeah, so it's the beer hall putsch. There's lots of people dressed as bananas. There's like the 118 guys.
Yeah.
And they're having a bars.
Hitler famously is the 118 guy that got out of hand. He just trimmed his tash, and then that's... So
they haven't had guy time for a long time, really. Guy time didn't really exist the same way.
The guys all got killed in the war.
All got killed in the war. It became too gay and liberal for proper guy time during the Weimar Republic. Then the economy crashed, which means there was no money to have guy time.
Yeah.
So having someone at a beer hall saying, let's fucking go.
Do you know what? Let's get some guns and just let's fucking shoot these blue-haired, piercing, fucking wokadokes. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, they're gagging for guy time.
They're sucking everyone off. The economy's crashed.
Yeah.
Let's get the boys together and go and watch the darts. He's in the lush castle. He's getting porked in the mouth, in the arse. He's gobbling the sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Cushy prison life. It's like a sort of mental health retreat, essentially.
Yeah.
And he finds the time and space.
He gets a bit of me time, which I think he needed at this point to kind of collect his thoughts.
Let's just slow things down. It's been a big 30 years. So he's in this lush kind of castle prison, and that's when he starts writing Mein Kampf. Yeah. But he dictates it to his fellow prisoners, one of which is Rudolf Hess. Maybe Hess is one of the guys he meets early on. Anyway,
see what I mean? Just random fucking guys end up being the most powerful people.
But when he dictates it, I reckon he's just there going, Hagenstein, and Hess is like, okay. It's a bit like Jesus in the Bible. You're like, okay, well, I get.
I'm not going to put that bit in, actually.
Yeah, that's a bit I'm going to delete. But then if you think he's deleting stuff, what's he deleting?
Trust me, I had nothing to. We had to fill the book.
Yeah. But this is when he really articulates the Jew thing. Yeah. Mein Kampf. He gets his thoughts down on the page, and his thoughts are pretty bad thoughts. Yes. They're pretty stinky ideas. That's literally how we do our thumbnails on Fin vs. the Internet. It's a red banner with white writing. That's we should get the font changed to that.
Yeah, probably not.
But look at that Gothic font. As book covers go, when you say you can't judge a book by its cover, I'm buying that. That's fucking powerful.
How are you judging that book?
I'm liking it. Look at it. Look at that. Strong, powerful. He obviously didn't paint his own face.
I don't think he is. He doesn't seem like someone with a great sense of humour, though. Do you know what I mean?
He looks like he looks like the third Blues brother. Hitler had a great sense of humour. He could do excellent voice parodies, especially of Englishmen. In the summer of 1944, when the German army was retreating in Poland, Hitler said to Alfred Jodl, his chief operations officer, "So tell me, Jodl, how far are we going to retreat today?"
Well, it's
He's a talented humorist, funny, clearly a funny guy.
Oh, here we go. These are the photos. Sorry, these are the photos.
You're joking. These are like his press shots. These are live
it's
shots.
More kind of like
him fucking about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's doing like stand-up comedy.
Yeah. But there's some good ones when he's like laughing and fucking around.
These are amazing. Through it. So hang on. So if you're listening at home, Google Hitler rehearsing speeches photo.
Maybe we can edit some of these.
Yeah, these are like photos when you're a stand-up and you first get in your first photo shoot. There's normally a PR woman there saying do funny poses and like scratch your hair. He's literally doing those photos now.
Look at that, he's doing Spider-Man.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
He's a huge fan of Charlie Chaplin. A big fan of English culture in general, but Charlie Chaplin he's obsessed with, and he used to get all of his films sent to his place immediately, and he'd screen them himself, and he'd just laugh his head off. He absolutely loved it. The reason he has that moustache is because of Charlie Chaplin.
No.
Yeah, so it was Chaplin was before, and then The Great Dictator came out, I think, in 1941. So this is a satire that Chaplin wrote during the war about Hitler, so it was literally at the most important time to release it.
So Chaplin had the tash before Hitler?
Yeah. And so, Chaplin's the most famous man in the world, remember, at this point. So I guess a lot of people would have had the Chaplin
Chaplin's
tash.
Like Ricky Gervais?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle?
Well, I guess more it's like Harry Styles, sort of like,
Not today, mate. We've lost Liam.
Of all days.
We've lost Liam.
So then, apparently Hitler then got Great Dictator sent to his place, like he gets all of Chaplin's films, watches it, and it breaks his heart.
Well, yeah, it's like a trans fan of Ricky Gervais getting a love festival going, oh no.
And apparently it really, truly upset him.
They take the swastika from
Hindu,
which
or
means
Buddhist. Is the symbol of, is pointing in all directions.
It's live, laugh, love.
It is live, laugh, love.
It's so funny.
All things. It's a symbol of like all things. Love of all
Oh, it's 1920. Right, never mind. But yeah, they basically, the swastika pointing the other way is live, laugh, love in Indian. Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Turn it the other way.
Jules.
Yeah, it's funny now to think of someone. It is literally like someone forming a fascist party, and the logo is like
Live, laugh, love.
It's wine o'clock. Like that's now what they did was they took the swastika and they made
it's 5
it
o'clock
fascist.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's literally the 5 o'clock somewhere party. Here we go. So they start entering elections in 28.
They unleash the beast.
They unleash the beast. 28. They go. You know what, boys? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
And because the Weimar Republic, which at this point, I mean, the whole Weimar Republic is basically a complete sham, in that the people actually doing it want Germany to be in the hands of the boys. They don't.
Oh, yeah.
The Weimar guys are just old, sclerotic. Like, can we bring back the Kaiser?
Well,
no,
this
we're
point,
trying to. They've got reparations to pay. They're bankrupting the country. The Great Depression, and they don't care. Which is why they basically let Hitler have power, essentially, in 33.
What, they're kind of cucks?
They're cucks, but also they're cucks who are they want anyone to fuck their wife but the communists.
Yeah.
Because the other big thing that happens is the Russian Revolution in 1919.
So they're like the centrist dads who don't have that strong opinions. They're kind of, they want to just be in their sex parties, right? They don't have a lot of convictions.
Yeah.
But they've got two fucking insane people who are desperate to
fuck their wife.
Which is the communists and the fascists.
Yeah.
And they choose the fascists because the fascists woo them better, I think.
Because they have the live, laugh, love.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they're like, oh, I know that. I've got that tea towel. Yeah, we'll go with them. Yeah, so it's funny how basically what people do to stop communism, like it's because it happens in Vietnam as well. The fear of communism makes people do really weird things.
The fear of sharing means, well,
Can you share your toys? No, I'll kill all the Jews. Don't do that. Just share your toys. And as someone with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, this is something I think every day.
Are you the Weimar Republic?
If humans were better at sharing, then the Holocaust wouldn't have happened. It's basically that's
That's a good tea towel.
Yeah, share or the Holocaust.
But you're doing it as like that's an option that you're giving people.
Well, no, but when I'm trying to get my
Share all the
daughter
Holocaust.
when I'm like, can you share your toy with your brother? And she goes, no. And I go, right, well, we have to kill all the Jews now.
Great.
Right. Well, that's the Holocaust happening again, is it? That's what you're going to do? You're going to kill them all. He then basically says, right, he was a communist. I'm using this to basically get emergency powers.
Yeah.
And that's when he's like, come on, guys, law and order.
It's like when you're a kid and you're designing a game and it's the person who decides the rules and they get all the best rules.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if I tap my shoulder,
you lose, actually. He was a communist, so
if I tap my shoulder 2 times, I get double points.
Yeah.
But you don't, because you don't have my name.
So you're dead now, because I did that. So he then... So basically 33, I don't know what day in 33, anyway, some point 33, he becomes Chancellor, and from that point on, the boys are in.
You've let them in.
It's
January 6th.
It's January 6th.
You got Goran taking a shit on Pelosi's desk.
Hitler's just there with the fucking rabbit in his like...
Emergency powers is one of my favourite parts of the rise of a dictator is when they just kind of get...
It's the best bit.
Yeah.
It's the last bit.
It's when they just manage to sell to people, right, well, now I run everything.
Do you know what it makes me think? It's when I've got a dog, and when it's a gun dog, so it's like, it's obsessed with chasing things.
Yeah.
So it's, when it sees a squirrel, she like basically is in slow motion and just trying to get as far as possible. Then the squirrel sees her, and the squirrel fucks off, and he's like, like emergency powers is the last bit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, and then that's when you like try. and get
no
it.
pretense.
You just
because if you're trying to take over democracy as a dictator, you have to play the game a bit. You have to kiss babies, smile, and then as soon as you're
chuck the babies in the sink.
And now it's just like,
babies in the river, fuck it off. It's an emergency. Throw the baby in the.
Oh.
Throw the drop kick the baby in a river. It's an emergency. Quick, get rid of that baby. Hitler's now fully a dictator, and part of the reason this story is so fascinating is that it's the archetype of like sneaky. I'm a good guy. Vote for me. Surprise!
It's like a male feminist who's actually a fuckboy. He's reading Sally Rooney in a coffee shop. He's got a cashmere turtleneck.
He's got one earring.
He's listening about your microaggressions. He's like, and then he has sex with you and never texts you again. That's literally Hitler.
Yeah. That is Hitler. So then in this timeline, as you may have heard at the start of the podcast, they establish Dachau, which is the first concentration camp, but it's a fat camp, as Horatio has informed us.
At this point, it's not what you imagine the concentration camp is. It's the beginning. I don't actually know what they're using it for, but it's kind of like... It's
for fatties.
It's not...
The
numbers of prisoners who've done...
To incarcerate political opponents, brackets, who are very fat.
Yes. Yeah. But, it's not that intense, I don't think.
No, I think it's like light jogging. Yeah. It's portion control.
Yeah. It's a Norwegian prison.
The showers are for hygiene, not death.
Yeah.
Communists, social democrats.
Yes.
Fatty bum bums. Tuppos. I mean, a lot of communists are quite fat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because they don't share their food, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting, actually. That's a very interesting point. Yeah.
Let's just take a minute to sit with that. If this was Joe Rogan, he'd be like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Wow.
What do you think is the maddest thing you could get him to believe if you were a guest on Joe Rogan?
That the concentration camps were fat camps until 1944.
Yeah, if you said it with enough confidence.
Yeah. Really?
Wow.
Fucking pull that up. Wow. So this is when it all starts to get a bit Jewy, the story. It's a bit sticky now.
Yeah, I mean, anti-Jewy, you mean?
Sorry,
I think that's...
Not Jewish, yeah.
That's the wrong way of looking at it.
No, this is when, events start to get a bit Jewy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of... Hitler's been all talk, no trousers. Now he's got his trousers on, and they're high. They're high up. He's wearing high-waisted trousers, and you start getting...
It's build the wall. Fuck, he actually did it.
Oh, he's built a wall. Yeah, look at that. So, less than 3 months after coming to power in Germany, the Nazi leadership stages an economic boycott targeting Jewish-owned businesses. Now, this is basically the same as the anti-Israel boycott that's happening now. That's basically the same. So Gales, what are the other ones?
What are the other ones that everyone needs to boycott? Starbucks? Well, one of them's actually been hit quite hard. McDonald's, they actually realised there was quite a lot of people who didn't go to them.
Really?
Which I can't imagine.
Is that a big crossover?
I can't imagine. Like, people who are regularly going to McDonald's, I don't think
they're up on what's going on in Palestine.
They've got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Well, they've got bigger synthetic beef to fry.
Then it started just getting a bit fucking, as I say, a bit ugly.
A bit nasty.
Do you rein it in a bit?
Yeah.
So then you've got law limits Jews in public schools, which I guess, but fucking public schools over here are all Jews, aren't they? He's left that one. whistle passes off stump. Absolutely. He's in to try and play some strokes, and he's just left that one. That was there for the taking, and he's just completely... He's shouldered arms through to the wicket keeper. That was a ripe cherry left to be hit. Old ball, but no, he's completely left it. An hour and a half into recording, and he's left that. That's funny. His head must have gone.
They basically, on the Night of the Long Knives, they are going around just shooting anyone who's against Hitler. But with Rome, because he's such an important figure, they just put the gun on the table and said, "You know what to do." They left. They gave him 15 minutes. They come back, expecting him to kill himself, and he's like, "What?"
He's just sucking it off.
But then I really like that where they come back and it's like, I'm not going to fucking kill myself. You didn't even wait for me to say if I was going to do it. Don't assume that I'm just going to blast. Just because you leave a gun here doesn't mean I'm going to shoot myself. You just said, what do you mean you know what to do? I have no fucking idea what I've done.
But then they just machine gun him there in his chair. I like, which is a very James Bond film thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like, there's the honour, there's the thing, you do that. And he goes, no. And he goes, all right. They just like lace him full of bullets.
I think they gave him another chance to kill himself.
Okay, no, we go this time. This time you really have to kill yourself. Come on.
Like, no!
No, I don't want to. I don't want to kill myself, but I don't want to kill myself. Ernst! Kill yourself. No! That's the transcript. You know what to do. No, I don't. And then he goes, oh, I don't know what to do here. What do I do with this? We come back. Killius, you're meant to have killed yourself. I don't want to kill myself. Okay, I'm giving you one more chance. But I don't want to.
This is your final warning.
Final warning. Or what? I'm going to kill you. Well, then why don't you just kill me? I don't want to kill myself. And then they just come in and just fucking riddle him with bullets. Anyway, so when he dies, the SA, I don't know if the SA dies and then or the SS is formed.
SA becomes the SS.
You get the brown shirts, then there's the black shirts, and they're the real fucking...
Now he's got complete... After the Night of Long Knives, Hitler's got complete loyalty.
But there's an argument to say that he had it anyway, and that this is all just him getting paranoid, and that the people are like whispering and trying to jostling for position.
Because an element of Hitler is... He is often viewed as like a political genius. He is kind of an idiot as well, though. Like, he...
Hitler?
Yeah. No, but...
An idiot? You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, he's a smelly idiot. No.
But
you know what I mean?
Wasn't that the conclusion of the Nuremberg Trials? We conclude that Hitler was a smelly idiot. Anglo-German naval agreement. Now, this is interesting.
Okay. This is British autistic dad territory here.
This is fascinating. Because a large part of the issue with World War II is that basically Germans are terrified / very they got real hard on for Britain's navy.
Love it.
There's a real love-hate relationship between German-Britain.
Well, they kind of want to be...
They want to be Britain.
Yeah.
So they signed this agreement that basically Germans allowed to have a navy again, and it's allowed to grow as long as it doesn't exceed 35% of the size of the British, which is a very autistic stipulation.
Well, it's a bit of an autistic
You can have some boats, but as long as it's not bigger than 35% of our boats.
I think Germans have always been fascinated with Brits because it's kind of like it's the uncanny valley. It's they sort of, we are like them, but we're not. It's like we're Germanic, so we look a lot like them.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of similarities. But basically, I think because we have a sense of humour, we're less efficient and have are less autistic.
We're funny and they fuck.
They fuck?
They fuck. British people don't fuck.
Yeah.
We make jokes and we're ironic. And
that's the difference. And
Germans are just in Burkhardt.
But also, because they don't have a sense of humour, they are better at Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of like the dividing lines of British and German society, where we're kind of the same, but
we're the
different.
same. We like fly fishing. They like fist fucking. That's it, basically. But
we like having a silly, goofy time, and they take themselves very seriously.
Yeah. And they're sort of whack off with fucking stuff around their neck and everything.
But not as a joke.
No, that's exactly, seriously.
But yes, I just put a rubber fist up my bottom.
Yeah, what's funny about that?
I don't understand why.
What do you mean, what's funny about putting a rubber fist up your ass? Why are you laughing? There's nothing funny.
You put it in the bottom?
Yeah.
You don't do this.
I guess my Dutch friend Marian van der Loob.
He lobes up to the fist and puts it up my bottom. I don't understand why you're laughing at
There's nothing funny about this.
This is very serious.
This is my hobby. So anyway, Nuremberg is like Nuremberg is like a sort of Nazi Horcrux. If you're taking down the Nazis,
yes,
you're taking down Hitler, you're taking down Nuremberg, you're taking down, I don't know, Auschwitz or something. So Nuremberg's just a big deal.
Yeah.
So they go there for party conference every year. Hitler's doing karaoke with Lewis Goodall and fucking John Sopel or whatever. Getting pissed and shit. And then it all gets a bit... There's all these laws about gypsies and eugenics starts to kick in. So eugenics for the Mongs listening, ironically, you hated them. You wouldn't be alive if eugenics.
If a Nazi got his fucking ruler out and took a look at your skull, you're fucked. Be
done.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Be thankful that there isn't a Nazi with a ruler was measuring your skull.
Our Patreon subscribership would be me.
You do have a very tiny head.
Yeah. But as in you and Vittorio wouldn't make the cut.
No, God no. I got a fucking huge head.
You're going down.
So they love your size. They want the smaller the head, the better, right?
I think that's the bigger the head, the more disabled. I think, isn't it? Hitler's basically like, this Olympics is going to show the world what I mean about the master race and the Aryan race.
It was him going to be going like,
see. And then a black guy comes in and wins the 100 meters, obviously, and he's like, "Fuck's sake!" He's there as he crosses the finish. Oh, yeah. Fuck! Who saw that coming? He won 4 gold medals, Jesse Owens. But then the Germans must have... Can you get the medal table up from the Berlin Olympics,
They
36?
demolished. That's something that's missing from
What?
the whole debate. We always heard about Jesse Owens. What is missing is that the Nazis
Fucking owned it.
owned the rest of
Right.
the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So Germany
boss-
just clean sweeped
me.
it.
They
That
got-
is something that is missing from this story.
Yeah. So they were right, really. I mean, now you've got the data. It's hard to argue. Germany, 101 medals total.
Yeah.
USA, 57.
Yeah, but when you're hosting, you do put a bit more, London 2012, you put...
Yeah, but we didn't dominate 2012 like the Germans did here.
Is there not a chance that they might have rigged it in some way?
Charlie,
The Nazis?
it's the Olympics. It's the Olympics, Charlie. What are you talking about rigging it? You can't rig the Olympics. Germany won this fair and square. So I guess the moral is that Hitler was right and the Germans were actually better at sports.
Yeah, if you take anything away from these episodes.
Because it's rare that you double the amount of place 2, is it? That is a big win.
But the way you're talking about this is like... All right, well, this
This changes everything.
I don't know what point you're trying to make.
But my point is, my opinion of Hitler has changed slightly. Not in a big way. I still think he was bad. But as an Olympic coach, there's not been a Netflix...
Was he coaching them?
There's not been a Netflix... There's not been a Netflix documentary about how he was fucking the wrestling team or anything, has there? So, this is...
On that front...
he's a nuanced guy. That's what my opinion now is, that he's nuanced.
It's complicated.
The Nazis are fully Nazi going to Nazis by this point. But in the second half of the 30s, the boys are in power. There's no fucking president anymore. The Jews...
The Treaty of Versailles, what can you even do about it?
Get fucked.
Yeah.
The Anglo-German... it's just all this. The boys are here. Their wives have still not asked them to come home.
Which is amazing.
And I actually lay the blame for what happens next to the wives. Of all the
sure.
This is where you'd be like, guys...
Don't wear that jumper. It doesn't go with that shirt.
You're staying out too late. You're smashing up shops. What are you doing? And they're like, we just won the fucking Olympics. The boys are in. They're smashing up shops.
And that's against the Treaty of Versailles.
The wives are like, they're not saying... I don't know what the wives are doing. They're not telling them to come home. So they're like, fuck it, let's get your passports. I'll see you at 5 a.m. at the fucking port. We're going abroad. The stag do is going international.
What happens on July 15th?
Fucking...
Opens a concentration camp.
Open concentration. Lads, ladies. Have you not got Find My Friends on your iPhone? Like, where are they gone? They've gone to Buchenwald and they've opened up another fat camp for fat chicks.
And it's less about fat
It's
people
less
now.
about fat, and now it's
getting
about Jews.
worryingly less about fat people.
It's about fat Jews. They're refining it. Ladies, talk to your boys, talk to your mates. We haven't talked about Goebbels. We should talk about Goebbels because Goebbels is the he's the propaganda guy.
He's one of the true innovators, though, because a lot of them are fat losers. I mean, he's a loser, but like a lot of them are fat, thick losers who managed to lock their way into a job because they're mates with Hitler when it all started, right?
Yeah.
But Goebbels is a genuine...
Oh, look at him. Yeah.
He's a genuine genius for PR.
Yeah.
Kind of was the first person to use PR.
He invents modern political propaganda.
Do the Goebbels the look of hate? So there's a photo taken when he finds out the photographer's Jewish.
Oh my God.
It's a photo, so
that is great. He looks like Gary Neville.
he just gets told that this is him saying, so the photographer is Jewish.
Eh?
What?
So Goebbels is what we're saying one of the most true anti-Jews. Like he really.
I don't know how much he. I know how good he is at PR. I don't know
like
too
so.
much
There's a
about
few of them
this.
that are like really fucking hate them. And Goebbels is one of them.
Yeah, I guess it's like we're all into football, but if you're like just keep piling on stats, it stops becoming cool.
Because he's like he thinks they're going to destroy culture, and he's a big culture vulture.
Yeah.
Goebbels.
I do wonder if it's like, I guess at the time being anti-Semitic was cool. Is there people who just kind of make it a bit uncool for the rest of us if they're too keen?
Yeah, it's
there
that.
must be.
Yeah.
There
Chill
must
out,
be.
Chill out.
Look, we all hate Jews, right?
Don't fucking buy it on vinyl, mate.
Yeah, but let's talk about something else.
Can we talk about something else? Should we have a pint? Can you stop banging on about them? I went to Austria when I was interrailing. We went to
Italian men.
We made it interrailing Italian men. We planned the first week and then we're like, let's just riff it. And then when we got down, we were in Munich and then we were like, oh, we should go Austria. We looked in the Lonely Planet and there was a little thing saying, in Graz, there is a church that still has a stained glass window with Hitler and Mussolini in it. And we were like, oh, that's funny, let's do that.
Yeah.
Went to Graz. Obviously, Graz is shit.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing about it. And then we saw it, it's tiny. Well, that's fucking not worth it. But there was 2 vintage shops that were just Nazi uniforms.
Wow.
And you're like,
What, genuine?
That is not a vintage shop. But in Austria it is. So that's when we were like, this is a bit weird.
That's beyond retro, right?
That's beyond retro. That's fascism. But that's what's strange. It's like, to them, that's just, it's old clothes. Like, no. And actually, my mate...
now you put up a vintage.
My mate, who's Welsh, married an Austrian, and her, like, when the first time he met her parents, he went round to hers, her family home. There's just loads of photos of her grandparents in military uniform, and you're like, I know that's Gramps, but that's kind of Nazi Gramps. Are we doing that? It's a weird, isn't it?
But, okay, be honest. So Nazi memorabilia obviously feels a bit problematic. If you walk into someone's house, they've got the eagles and stuff. If people's opinions didn't matter, would you collect some Nazi memorabilia?
If people's opinions don't matter, then the Nazis don't matter. So that's a moot question.
No, but I mean, like,
if people's opinions don't matter, these guys are great. Who cares?
I mean, some Nazi coins would be kind of like...
Fully.
It'd be like, what the fuck was this?
I've been to this... this is massive. It's near Cuckfield in Sussex, actually, ironically. What's it called?
Was that where Neville Chamberlain was born?
Yeah, Cuckfield is where he's spawned.
So my mother was born in Cuckfield.
Was she?
Lived there for 40 years.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
She got fucked by Neville Chamberlain, and that's how you got you. Yeah. So Ardingly is a massive antiques fair. We've been there twice, and we went there. The last time we went there was a whole like military section, and there was 2 guys that just had tables and tables and tables of Nazi shit. And it's so funny. You're like, there's sort of Swedish furniture over here, and there's kind of mid-century, really nice coffee tables. Then it's just hello. This is large.
Over here.
There's Lugers, there's helmets with spikes, there's eagles, there's coins, there's swastikas. And they're like, yeah, we're at an antiques fair. And I'm like, you're at a different fair.
Try before you buy.
You're at a fucking different fair. But I was there, I'm there with like, I had a baby strapped to me, and Amanda was like, can you not have the baby with the Nazi stuff? And I was like, fucking, I don't care about the Swedish shit.
What do you mean not have the baby with the Nazi stuff? So she doesn't get...
Can I get a Nazi knife? Can I buy a Nazi knife? And she's like, no. Give me a spoon. Give me a Nazi spoon.
Oh, it's Nazi spoon.
Oh, I definitely have a cutlery set.
But yeah, like, well, I was just saying, like, maybe the one thing I'd get is a teaspoon with a Nazi emblem on the end. It's a bit of fun, because it'll be buried at the bottom when you're doing a tea, and occasionally you can pull out a genuine Nazi spoon.
Oh, hang on, so the eagle's on the actual spoon, not the handle?
It'll be on the handle. It'll be right at the end.
Yeah.
But just when you're stirring the tea, you look at that. Or when guests are over, there's like...
No, I'd have a butter dish that I only get out like...
when companies over.
But it's just Hitler. It's just that. It's like a porcelain.
It was made in 2024.
It's just, I made it. I made it.
I do think it's bad how much people relate Trump to Hitler, and I do think that's part of what's caused a lot of these problems. But there is... Kamala. There is something quite Nazi-like. I'm not saying this to be political at all, but like the selection of like incel losers.
So I just love that you could say something so political. So I'm not being political.
I'm not being political, but
I think
Trump is Hitler.
Yeah. You got 1936 remilitarizes the Rhineland.
Now that's a good phrase. I like remilitarize the Rhineland.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It means putting troops in the Rhineland.
Yeah.
Which was not allowed
in the Treaty of Versailles. Yeah.
Which they signed after World War I. And it basically cut the German army to shit.
Yeah, because they love putting troops in the Rhineland, right?
That's their default move. On a date, go back to mine, let's put some troops in the Rhineland.
Yeah, there's the biggest punishment. It's
like
their favourite thing to do.
English people love having a roast dinner.
Yeah.
French people love eating a croissant and not going to work.
Yeah.
Germans love putting their army in the fucking Rhineland. That's what they do.
Is the Rhineland is a industrial area, or that's the Ruhr?
That's the Ruhr, which
the Rhineland.
Dortmund.
The Rhineland
it's near
is
France.
It's the
So putting troops in the Rhineland, you're basically knocking on France's door, going, "Put that croissant down. I've got guns."
Yeah. Well, I think World War I, they did ask the French to put the croissant down, and as a punishment, the French told them they couldn't put the troops in the Rhineland. So it was a real slapback.
Like for like. Yeah.
Well, sorry. So because they violated the Treaty of Versailles, this is kind of the first move, one of the first big moves where it's like, oh, we can just break the Treaty of Versaillie and no one's going to do shit.
Yeah, this is that thing where you like, when you're a kid and you go, I wonder what happens if I do this, and nothing happens. Then you go, oh, right, well, now I'm going to start tipping cars in canals.
Yeah. So they put their toe in and realised it was fine.
And
the
world kind of doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it was tutting.
So I guess this is the first... if you're being a kind of a wanky liberal fag, this is the this is the first time.
Oh, what, sorry?
A wanky liberal fag. This is the first time that you could have stopped Hitler. This is the first missed opportunity.
Yeah. So would that be the lib move?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
What to
just try and stop Hitler now?
What if they put troops in the Rhineland? You go no.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hitler sides with Franco, and this is where you get. This is the first time that the Luftwaffe is used in anger. So Hitler's been building up.
Yeah.
The I don't know, the GAF.
Yeah.
GAF, German Air Force.
Yeah.
Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
And it's the first. I think Guernica is maybe the first time that like aerial bombing is on a city is properly done.
Yeah.
And Picasso, it's so bad that Picasso stops fucking kids for 1 minute and paints and paints a very, very let's get Guernica up, Charlie.
Yeah, it's
paints
massive as well.
Now I always find it funny when when we studied this in like GCSE art or whatever, and people are like, oh, it's so moving. It's such and you look at it and you're like, is it? I don't really know what it's like. There's a bull,
do you think...
and there's a horse, and there's a guy like who's just done who's ended at gymnastics. Who's got his hands in the air.
Well, do you know the theory that he was actually trying to depict it realistically, but then he kept getting distracted by fucking kids, so that he.
Oh, is that a theory?
Well, yeah, but he just had to keep like this was he was trying to do a normal painting. But then it's for fuck's sake, and then he's and he couldn't. He kept one eye on the kid, one eye on the painting, so it became a bit of a mess.
Are you suggesting that any artist who's not a sort of like literal portraiture, real life, realistic, is too distracted by their latent paedophilia?
I'm not suggesting you. I'm telling you that
they can't draw properly because they're too into fucking.
It's
kids.
It's the greatest scam ever. By the nonsense of the art world.
Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah, I think he was also just trying to draw his ex-wife, and then they said, "Oh, this is about Guernica," and he was like, "Oh yeah,
That bull.
It was.
Why's the bull? I'd ignore the bull."
Yeah. So Spanish Civil War. He sides with Franco. He carpet bombs the shit out of it. Everyone's like, "Okay, well, this is less fun and games than it used to be, maybe."
Well, it's still at this point. I mean, everyone. This is the great kind of like failure of the Western powers. That it's so we look back at the libs and we're like, this is so clearly leading in one direction, but at every stage
they're in woke denial.
Yeah, they're too busy just fucking each other with their blue hair.
Well, they wouldn't. He wouldn't possibly do that if we just tell him off.
No. If we did an angry Twitter thread.
Yeah, surely that'd be enough to deter
Hitler's
him.
Crimes in Guernica, a thread. Look what he's done to the bulls and the horses.
Now this.
And this. This. So anyway, the first big like expansion Germany take, 1938, Anschluss.
Yeah.
Hitler's obviously Austrian. I think what he does is he orchestrates like a shit poll, like a referendum.
Yeah.
That he rigs, and it's like 90.
Like a Twitter poll.
Yeah, it's a Twitter poll.
Yeah.
Should we join with the Germans?
And half of them are sex bots.
Yeah.
Like, make my pussy come. It's
yes, please. But also, this is the one bit where I'm like not outraged.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, Austrians and Germans are fucking.
I think that's what also like you confuse me because everyone's like just finding out that they're different countries when they hear about
I actually think that's how the world responds.
Yeah.
You go, well, you weren't already a country.
Yeah, this is the most boring news thing ever.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, Birmingham's part of England. Yeah, I thought it always was.
Yeah, exactly.
When we do the big pros and cons list at the end of this about Hitler, the pro is going to be Anschluss.
Anschluss is pro.
We'll get onto the cons.
Because the problem now is that Austria is now like a country when really it should just be a shit part of Germany.
Yes.
Because that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not
Vienna.
I've not been to Vienna. I've heard it's fine.
Vienna's good. They're a bit like, there's not much of an underground culture there.
No, it's all overground.
Opera.
It's opera.
Yeah, it's
high art.
opera, ballet, and I just feel like that's cool and everything. I get it, but I just don't know what I'd want to do.
I don't know who's still going to opera.
No.
You know how they're like, oh yeah, TV's dead because of TikTok.
Guilty old people. I
No,
think.
because but like my parents aren't going to opera. They go to the West End.
Well, they're not guilty enough. Yeah, but your dad's, you know.
I know my dad's gay. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got nothing to do with it. Chamberlain comes over to Munich, which obviously it's like you're doing it on Hitler's turf, so he doesn't give a fuck. He goes up to the Eagle's Nest, which I've tried to go to, but they don't have it. You know, they had a restaurant.
I bet you have.
So when we were driving around Germany, you can go up it, but it's like not a tourist attraction, even though it is. It's really funny. It's the one time where the Germans are uncomfortable. I think they've done such a good job of like, okay, this is a tourist attraction, but it's a memorial site, and we did this guided tour of like all the sites. The Eagle's Nest is the one thing they're not in control of why people want to go up it. People want to go, if I was Hitler, this is fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. The building,
You want to be standing out there.
You want to look over. It's in Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. You want to look over the Austrian act, be like, fuck yeah.
So what do you mean it's not a tourist attraction? You can't get up there. Does someone live there?
No, you can get up. They had it's a restaurant, but they don't talk about how it's Hitler's. So people go up there in their fanny packs going, this is Hitler's, and they go, no, it's not, it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
But people
What's
are like,
the restaurant called?
it's not Winners in the World. That's the World Trade Center one. What? What's the Eagles? I think it's a restaurant now. Oh, it's called Berg Restaurant.
This is also where he looks happiest. This is there's really sweet videos of him playing with his dog.
Yeah.
This is when he's having a great time.
Well, this is the dream, right?
Yeah.
It's it's a dream to have an alpine retreat.
Yeah.
Called it the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah. Look, he's loving it.
Look at him.
And his dog.
He's reclining on a massive garden chair. He looks tiny there. Huge garden chair, big Rottweiler, lovely German Shepherd. I mean, yeah.
All right, well, we can put that in the pros comments. So, Anschluss, Alpine Retreat, we support.
Look at his fucking look. He looks like he's on the beer pump in a Sam Smith pub. He's got the hat and the green
What's
jacket.
That beer called? It's called
Alpine Lager. Yeah. Look, there's all his photos. It looks dreamy. There's feeding the deer.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I love nothing more. It looks like a Milker advert. There's cows. Yeah. This is great stuff. The Eagle's Nest is badass. I'd love to have an alpine retreat.
Well, at the moment, he's not done anything that wrong.
Again, stop it here. All he's done is he's united German people, and then some cuck from England's come over to have a look around his alpine house. That's all that's happening. Yes, he's bombed some horses, but again, I don't know what that looks like.
Who hasn't in these days, though?
I'd love to bomb a horse. Wouldn't you? I'd love to drop a bomb on a horse.
He turned a town into a Picasso painting.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
It was drawn normally, and then he dropped so many bombs in it, it turned into
yeah. That's actually real life.
That's how many bombs
That's how many bombs he drops. Can you Google who else is at the Munich Conference?
Yeah. As opposed to just getting lost in the dark charisma of Hitler's eyes. Charlie's just leaning back, staring at a photo of it. It's happening.
It's because this is what happens to Germans. They have a fucking sharp-suited boss man with an alpine retreat who's joined up the Germans. He's basically got a garden annex, which is Austria, where they can go to the opera.
Is it the ultimate man cave?
That's exactly what it is. The Eagle's Nest, which is why you have fat American dads in fanny packs looking around it and get annoyed that it's a restaurant that doesn't.
Well, they're trying to get like interior design expo for I haven't liked my wife for 10 years, so I'm trying to build a retreat in my garden. I'll be honest. I think this is kind of an Eagle's Nest, isn't it?
Yeah, my dream is to have a back garden podcast studio where there's the wall that you don't see on the camera is just filled with Nazi memorabilia, like swastikas, eagles, Lugers on the wall. You know.
Could you put them in put two giant quotation marks and then you're fine?
Yeah, and then one day someone turns the camera around for a second. You're like, what that? Oh, no, look at that. By this point, it's obvious that Hitler's got expansionist designs.
Yep.
It's not just, again, he reunites Austria and Germany. As we say now, that's still fine. That's absolutely fine. No one's got any issues with that, really. But he also starts talking about the Sudetenland, which is this bit of Czechoslovakia, or what's now the Czech Republic, but what's then Czechoslovakia.
Now, what's your thoughts on the Czech Republic going to Germany? That's kind of on the line, right?
Well, this is borderline.
Yeah. Because they're kind of like it, but then they're a little bit, there's a bit more paprika in there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, but it's lager. It's all lager, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's. I mean, Austria is Germany.
Yeah.
It's pork,
Yeah.
as we've just seen. Google Austria. The Czechs are lager.
Yeah.
Pilsner.
Yeah.
But the Sudetenland is just a little strip
Fine.
of Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
But it's also where all the Skoda factories are.
Tanks, yeah.
Tanks. Skoda makes tanks at this point.
Oh, that's a very different vibe, isn't it? From Skoda. What's the advert?
Yeah,
Skoda.
Yeah.
They made that famous ad where they made a car out of cake. Do you remember that? They're like...
What, is it cake or...
No, but this was like
is it a car?
15 years ago.
Oh, right.
Where they basically, before that was a thing,
Yeah.
they just did this like amazing ad where they perfectly made a Skoda out of cake.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a lot of these companies trying to rebrand after the war. I think it's especially...
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what Haribo was doing.
What, in World War II?
Yeah.
Making mustard gas or something.
Yeah.
Well, how old are Haribo?
The happy world of Haribo.
That's true, actually. The more kitsch. The founder of Haribo... Hang on. The founder of Haribo, Hans Riegel, was a prisoner of war during World War II. After the war, Hans and his brother Paul took over the company and rebuilt it.
Rebuilt it from what?
From what?
Forced labour.
Named in German Parliament for using forced labour. The company denies the charge. Gummy bear origins.
It's like a slave driver. Makes the Haribo, makes the gummy bears.
Chamberlain goes over there and I don't know what the...
Come on, lads. Let's stop. Let's stop. Can we stop expanding? Or is he such a cuck that the pleasure is them turning him down?
Yeah,
so he's watching...
No, but he gets the paper. Hitler signs the paper, and he has that famous scene where he lands back.
Yeah.
Or no, it's at Munich Airport, I think.
I hold a piece of paper.
I hold here a piece of paper
in my hand.
And in my hand.
I hold a damp tissue in
my hand. But I think, to be honest, he's too blown away by the man cave.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, dude, this setup is fucking incredible.
This is great. So where's the missus?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have one.
What, she's at the bottom of the mountain.
That's...
I just got a shed at the back of my garden. Your missus is not allowed on the...
I'm not allowed in the house.
She's at the bottom of the mountain. I'm at the top. Me, man. So...
He's going around like this.
He's just like, this is sick. This is sick. And he's got like a gaming room, like an art room. He's probably got the Guernica painting in the house.
And then Hitler gives the piece of paper. He's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and he's playing pinball.
It's like have you seen the film Blank Check? Where there's a kid, it's a 90s film where a kid, I mean, it's so funny now, a like cartoon billionaire, or maybe it's a millionaire because it's the 90s, drops a check that's like printed with his name and it's pre-signed. He picks it up and he puts like $100,000 in it, and then he just like builds this kid's cave, like with pinball and racing cars and Gran Turismo and Time Crisis. Chamberlain's playing Time Crisis in Hitler's man cave, and he's just too blown away by it. Anyway,
so are you saying he had a piece of paper with Hitler's signature on it, and then he just wrote "End War" and was like,
It was don't attack, don't take the Sudetenland, or we will stop. We'll stop expanding the borders.
So I think Hitler and Mussolini used this meeting to talk about how they were going to carve up Europe, and Chamberlain had no idea because he was playing table football.
With the French guy. He was
like spinning it.
He's a massive spinner. Yeah. So, we should talk about Blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
Because I guess this is the focus of this episode, is the first year of the war, where the Germans are just... There's a theory that they're all on speed.
Yeah.
And that's what Blitzkrieg actually was.
Yeah.
And that they're basically nailing speed, and that's why they are so...
They've got ADHD. And
fast. They're all got ADHD. Yeah, of course. Well, everyone's got ADHD now.
Well, you're now prescribed. Like I use sometimes if I have to do more than 10 minutes focus work, I'll use speed.
Right.
I'll use the drugs that fueled the Nazi war machine to answer like 2 emails.
Yeah,
I call
wow.
it Blitzkrieg.
That's really how the West has fallen, hasn't it? Horatius Blitzkrieg is answering 2 emails. Think about what Hitler achieved. So this is real badass stuff though. May 10th, 1940, overnight, Germany invades Belgium, Netherlands, and France in one go, coked off their tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got huge speakers.
A 3-kill streak.
Just like,
yeah.
This is the boys, the stag do has arrived in the lowlands.
Yeah.
Now
they've woken up a day later, like, what the fuck did we do last night?
We took 3 countries. I mean, imagine, where you're like, oh, get your passport.
Yeah.
Imagine if the next day you're like, we invaded 3 countries successfully. And not only that, now we've got to keep them.
Yeah.
Imagine a stag do where you have to maintain ownership of 3 countries. So the French obviously capitulate straight away. Cheese-eating surrender monkeys is what they're called by, I think it's Dick Cheney later on.
Really? Yeah.
I think that's what he says. When they don't sign up to the Iraq War, he calls them cheese-eating surrender monkeys, which is amazing.
Well, they just love sitting outside a cafe and smoking.
Yeah.
And they're like, can we still do that if you guys run it? And they're like, yeah, all right.
Germans like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah. And they didn't want any of it bombed.
Can we have your Jews?
Yeah.
Can we sit outside cafes? Yeah, fine. Take the Jews. Take them.
Not the fresh orange juice, right? We get to keep that for the morning. Okay, fine. You can have that,
Yeah, you can have the
not the red wine juice. No, okay.
Sorry, you reducing the Jews?
Because you can't do that.
You can't do that. No,
we're going to genocide all of your Jewish population.
We're going to reduce the Jews to ash. Fine.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Go.
Please, be my guest. The Germans invade Paris, May 40. There's a big symbol of like a Nazi flag on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
The French, in response to this, they mainly shrug.
Which is, it's like on a stag do where you kind of, you get a deck chair on top of the hotel or something.
Traffic cone.
Yeah,
hey! Nazi flag on the...
yeah.
Is it on the Eiffel Tower? Maybe it was on the Arc de Triomphe.
They got a V. Oh, there's fuck.
Anyway. So...
There's pictures of Hitler enjoying being toured around Paris, which I like. I wonder if he's I don't know if he just thinks it's all a bit gay, Paris. Like him walking around. Does he love it? Or part of me just like...
What is great is the idea that you can just put a flag up in another country. That must be a bit of a
look
thrill.
at that picture of the boys outside the Eiffel Tower.
Go.
Look at that. This is the stag.
Boys.
No, the big one. This one.
This is
look at the fuck.
They must be high as a fucking kite. Look at them.
It's 3 a.m. The sun's just come up. The birds are tweeting. They're gurning.
They've just done another bump.
Yeah, they're like, call the guy.
They're on like a guided tour of Paris, having just taken it. What's that video?
Wait, go back on that last photo. Okay, go on.
With Hitler. Go second. Yeah, that one. What's that? Look at him there. He's taking a selfie outside the Eiffel Tower. We mugged it off.
And they're all wearing uniforms like stag do's do. They're all wearing so it's got like Goebbels has got like fuck monkey on his back.
Yeah.
Like they all got printed
nicknames.
coats.
They've got nicknames.
They all put them on at the airport.
They've got branded hoodies. Oi, we're going to take Paris. Oi, wanker. Yeah, they're having a great time.